I'm hitting the live button, Cedric.
Got it.
Like it's me and you right now. That's all right. We're gonna let it pile up. That's funny, bro. That's funny. Yo, say, you good, yo, trust me. Good. You super, super good, bro.
Yeah, I'm good now. I'm good. You know, and I went from being super scared to comfortable, knowing that the vaccine was out. And you know what? I'm still trying to wrap my mind around the fact that the safest technology ever. We're not using the virus. We're not using part of the virus. We're using the specific part of the virus that causes disease. We're replicating that process clean. It's clean. There's no partial live virus in that mixture. We don't need a bunch of additives. We just lower the temperature. We keep the vaccine cool. It is the safest vaccine on the market. And still this reluctance and resistance. Now in the US, you got Delta cases still soaring and Omicron behind that. Now, come on. It's just crazy. At this point, it makes absolutely no more sense. I was listening to Sean the other day, and this guy was all over the place.
Oh, the guy on there?
He was talking about, I can't even remember the dude's name, but this guy, obviously a Hebrew Israelite, and he's for the vaccine, but he's for natural alternative. I'm still trying to figure which natural alternative, which one.
Oh, there's no natural alternative. You're talking shit.
There is none. There is none.
Yeah, he was talking shit. But hey, you know I'm getting my system together, right?
You getting what?
My system together, yo, for the serious podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Got a nice donation. Got a nice donation, yo. All right.
Nice. I like how Chef is putting it on too.
The donator don't want me to say nothing. Private donation, so I ain't gonna say nothing. I see you, Mr. Vance. How you doing, buddy?
What's good with y'all?
What's good,
about the camera now?
Yeah, I see you pulling out the equipment.
Yeah, Brother Thunder, right, said he gonna loan me a camera. I'd rather buy it, but he said he gonna loan me a camera. So he added to the studio, so shout out to Thunder. And I told him I had to, I'm gonna say it live. Because you know when somebody lets you hold something, you get comfortable with it, right? Not me though, but you know, you gotta give it back. So I told him I was gonna make a public statement that he let me hold it, borrow it. Maybe we get some donations after everybody recoup from the spinning Tabasco they just went on, you feel me? Yeah. Oh man. Okay. I ain't even checked the building, man, to see how the building was going, man. See who went in, man. Let it pile up a little bit. Shoot. Couple people in here, 13,000 watching.
You see, what confuses me every year around this time is people keep saying Christmas is coming. I've been to the airport, I've been to the docks, I've even been to the harbor. I never see that son of a bitch come.
Yo, you funny, yo. No, you funny, yo. You funny.
I had that, you see, in the Caribbean, because we don't have the snow and the ice, Santa Claus was never real. Okay, we don't got no chimneys.
Hey man, you stupid. Shout out to Omar Reed. Shout out to Omar Reed, yo, you crazy, yo.
Omar Reed, what's up, buddy?
Nah, I can't hook that up. Not at all. I don't know what's wrong. Who else we got in the building, man? Let's see. Pure Black, what it do? Danny Wilson, what's up? All right. Ali Dawood L, yeah. What it do? What it do? Yeah, man, let's see. Hurry up and get in before Santa Claus come, man. I know y'all. That Black Haze. Yeah, I know. You know what I mean? It's that day. So to come through, man, see if we can draw a couple people, man, just to get some conversations in, man. How you doing, Vance? What's good, man? See if I can get y'all here on mute.
I'm good. I'm good. Shit, I can't complain. Waiting to see James Webb go up, you know, waiting for that next frontier science to come out. That's all. Sitting back, chilling, enjoying my Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
The quiet before the storm.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm home alone for a little bit, and then all hell breaks loose. All the kids gonna be over, my whole gang. So tomorrow is gonna be crazy, but fun.
Right.
Yeah. My older kids are in Europe studying, so it's just the little ones I got now. So, and pretty soon my teenagers, they'll be off to college too, and then then the whole thing is over. Everybody doing their own thing. So just enjoy the last couple of years of this crazy stuff.
It's going down. All right, let me share my screen, man. See if I can get y'all, man. If y'all in the Atlanta area, man, y'all need to come through and see us, man. The Pseudo Killer's gonna be there, man. Amaral Squad, Posse, Kofi Posse Research Team, Mossy Warriors. We're gonna be in the building, man. Damn. 22nd. Need to get over here on the boat. I know you're doing your thing.
Yeah, it's crazy now, especially since Omicron stuck his head up. I'll be grinding again.
Well, you'll be stuck. They're gonna have you stuck on the island, man.
Yeah.
You stuck on the island.
Yeah, it's yeah. I'm one of those guys. I help develop the policies and suppression policies and stuff like that with regards to COVID. My job is to keep the minister up to date on the development. So I pretty much write reports, give updates, what Omicron is looking like, what kind of numbers we can expect, what kind of steps we're supposed to take. So just when I thought it was going to be quiet, Corona shows us how smart viruses are. They mutate, they adapt, they change quick.
So that's why we having the community gathering, man. It's free, man. If y'all in the Atlanta area, if you're nearby, close by, man, come on in, man. So the community gathering is called Should the Community Trust Vaccine Science? Okay. Are they good for Black people? January 27, 2022, Black Dog Bookstore, Cultural Center, 6984 Main Street, Lithonia, Georgia. All right, we're gonna answer the hard questions. Should the African American trust vaccines?
Yes.
What is immunity, virology, and epidemiology? How has the pandemic affected the Black community? Should the Black community allow past events to affect their decision to get vaccinated? Should the Black community trust herbs, food, as our only defense against COVID-19? I'm gonna repeat this question again. I said, should the Black community trust herbs and food as our only defense against COVID-19? Okay. Should the Black community trust Facebook, YouTube, TikTok for their overall health of our community. Question number 7. Is there a way to tell who's telling the truth about the pandemic? What's the best way to protect ourselves during this pandemic, man? We're going to have some book signings. We're going to be in there, and we're going to have some fun, man. So, yeah, I see you, Sosa. How you doing, brother? You must be you on mute, Sosa.
What's good, Sosa?
You muted out. They came in and disappeared. That's how they do. It's Christmas time. They're coming in and coming out. It's all good. So, you know, we're looking forward for the event, man. It should be a good one. Let y'all come out and meet the brothers and sisters, man.
I'm gonna make the next one for sure. But this is a great event. Love the questions.
Yeah, we're gonna be
Easy answers, but still the questions that need to be asked.
Well, yeah, man, we're gonna have it's off the chain, yo. Who else we got in here? I see you, James Powell. What's going on? What's up, Anthony Bowman? What up with you? So it's going down, man. Y'all know, check back with the channel for all the updates, man. Hey, Sosa. Sosa gonna be in the building. I wonder if Sosa gonna have something to say in the building. So let's go right to the chat room, man. Real quick, somebody say Omicron is a weaker version of COVID-19. Wouldn't call it version. I'm gonna call it a variant.
It's a variant, like all the other.
So when we talk about variants, we were simply saying that you never know which way it's gonna go.
No.
Right? So whether you realize it or not, everybody think that, what's going on, Souls? How you doing, brother?
Everything good, man. Just pulling off for the bill. Seen you went live.
Oh, okay.
Got a little break in between a little shopping and shit, so fuck. Get some information in.
Was trying to save some of your money, yo, but that's the word. You trying to get y'all in here, man. You know, yeah. Hey, Sosa,
yeah, you should have came a little early. You come on there Christmas Eve. I did it, white man, all my money, man.
I was trying to help y'all, yo. I tried to help y'all. Tried to. Hey, Sosa, so I know you're gonna be at the event, right?
What event?
The 22nd.
I just pulled up. What event? I was back.
22nd, man. In January, the Black Dot Bookstore in Lithonia. You ain't seen the flyer?
I'm in the city.
Huh?
Nah, I ain't seen the flyer. No, I'm in the city. Yeah. Ain't no thing. I'm in Collins Park. That ain't that far away.
Will you be speaking?
Oh no, I ain't coming.
Get them on the record.
Yeah, I ain't going to speak. But I'm around. You know, I'll pull up and support.
Sosa, that's easy work, Sosa.
Gonna have these niggas masked up with this mug. Yeah. We definitely have these niggas masked up. I can't be running crazy this shit. You got there unmasked and shit. But yeah, you know what I mean. I'll pull up.
Yeah, they're gonna be masked up, and yeah, you ain't gonna be able to come if you ain't gonna wear no mask, right? but I'm tripled up, so that boost is working.
I got your booster.
Yeah,
I ain't got my booster yet.
I've been had the booster, yo. The booster, real swell. I won't get into personal in particulars, but that booster is real.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like I'm short-handed without that booster. I gotta get that booster, man.
A little bit short-handed, yo. The Omicron doing like this to the 2 shot, giving a little fake.
I know, right? You see how the damn NBA is just like, even the vaccinated, it's going down like niggas ain't never been vaccinated. Everybody testing positive and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So that vaccine was some bullshit.
What you say? Hey, Chef?
That vaccine was some bullshit.
No,
The Nation
no,
of Islam was right.
no. This is where the conversation, I was trying to slow the conversation down from way early because I knew we would get here. The vaccine is still working.
No, Cedric. Farrakhan was right, and y'all can't accept it.
No, Farrakhan wasn't right.
Don't
feed. Vaccine is doing exactly what it's supposed to do.
Do not feed into Chef Renell. Is that L at the end of his name for a reason?
Chef, no, Chef. This is COVID, and we made a pact. We ain't gonna be tripping on COVID. We gonna go in and trip on everything else. But with COVID, we gotta remain dead serious. We don't even discuss mandates, whether they're good or not. We just stick to get your vaccine. Remember, we're sticking to protocol.
That was crazy. All right, let's jump. Because that's what people are saying, right?
Hold on, what was Sean beefing with you about last night?
Nothing. He ain't saying nothing about. He just put my name in the title. I ain't saying nothing. I don't know. She put my name in the title. I don't even beefing about.
You ain't even watch the video.
I did watch it. I ain't hear him say nothing. I know he had this silly ass dude on there.
Yeah, that dude was.
Oh my God, who was that guy? I don't ever put my name in the title. I had a silly guy on there, yo. Damn. Who the hell is that?
I don't know. He's on the ground. He don't respect us.
You put the link in the thing, yo.
Huh?
Oh, you ain't put the link out. Don't put the link out yet. Low, who's Shorty Low, the rapper? Hey, Chef, we got Low, Shorty Low, the rapper.
Shorty Low.
I'm damn Shorty Low.
Shorty Low, Young Low. Young Shorty Low Black.
Low.
What's happening, man? Still out in these streets. In these streets, Christmas shopping and shit.
That's how I was trying to get y'all here to slow y'all down so I don't spend that money like that.
Hell yeah, boy, they got me this year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they got me.
So, all right, hold on. Let's do the Christmas thing real quick. And go right to, does the vaccines work real fast, right? Okay? Because these Black grassroots organizations think they got to win. And we're going to talk about that real swell. But let's talk about the Christmas thing. So for me, right, the Christmas thing has not it's not an issue because I'm not a Christian, right? And I enjoy the time being with family, regardless. So that's never really been an issue for me, right? Then once you read the text, you know that ain't nobody's birthday, in the Bible talking about December 25th. Okay, you can put your little twist on it, understand it's the winter solstice and all that. Was that the 23rd, right? Right, Cedric?
Yeah.
Where the sun pointed like it disappeared.
Then 3 days, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's winter solstice. So that's not the issue. For me, the issue has been, our spending habits. And so whether y'all know it or not, people will overdo it during this time of the year, right? They'll max out their credit cards, they'll take out loans, and then start the beginning of the year off crazy. You never want to start nothing off crazy. So you're already in debt at the beginning of the year. So for me, it never was about not celebrating Christmas. It was about getting your spending habits. People take advantage of bad habits during the holidays. The marketers, they're taking advantage of that, right? So I'm not the Grinch. I'm not saying that. I'm saying don't feed into the hype. Be measured in your approach and what you're doing, right? And definitely do not start New Year's out in debt. So during the year, you should put away some of your money, right? Decide, save a little bit, and figure out what you want to do and measure the shit out. So I think our problem is we overdo it, we feed into it. Max out the shit, file bankruptcy, do the whole 9 yards. That's a little bit too much. People do that no matter what color they are, but I'm saying specifically for our community, we need to take a good hard look at, how we spending our money during this time of year. Simple as that.
Agreed. That's my only issue. You spend all your money at Christmas time, And then January, everyone complains is an extra long month. And like I've said before, I keep looking for Christmas every year, but it never comes. Just a day that goes by. I spend it with my family, love my kids, I enjoy all that, but the abundance and the excess and the financial hardship that I see people put themselves through or feel inadequate because they can't spend a whole heap of money just for this one day on toys and shit that the kids mostly throw away. Like by June, those kids don't have those toys anymore. So what's it all about? So spend time with your family, eat good, but yeah, be financially responsible. That's my only issue with it.
Yeah, I don't, they don't, the Christmas shit though, I'm not the bar humbug dude.
No.
I'm not tripping off that.
I like Christmas.
Yeah,
I like Christmas. I even sing the Christian songs. I'm all good with it.
I ain't doing all that, yo. I'm gonna do the Curtis Blow and the Run DMC, yo. I ain't doing all that.
Come on, some of those songs like they catch you though, cause you catch yourself singing, "Oh Jesus."
Nah, I ain't. Nah.
And man, I'm playing trap music all Christmas damn day.
Hey, I used to wake up to I should bring back memories of my mom, like waking up to that Silent Night, that little Temptation Christmas and all that old good.
Yeah.
I grew up with 12 Jim Reeves 12 songs of Christmas. My dad passed last year. So this year I played those songs just to remind me of my dad, because he was all into Christmas. So that's the connection to the songs. Not that I have any belief or anything.
The part of the year, man, is positive, man. Like, a lot of people be at their best. You know what I'm saying? You can't really fight.
But of course, we've all been through the Blackology sequence here, the anti-Christmas rants and those type of things. And yeah, we've been there, done that. But it's about my family. It's about being with my kids. If I'm anti-religious, then I don't have that connection to none of this. But still, it's a holiday. I'm glad to be with my kids.
Yeah, that anti-Christmas shit ain't no fun, bro. Ain't nobody fucking with that. And like I tried to do I tried to turn it into a black house, man. They wouldn't fucking with no black shit, man.
Hanukkah. I still trying to figure out what's a Hanukkah. Hanukkah sound like habada to me. I don't know.
I like the Kwanzaa. I like the Kwanzaa too, because the Kwanzaa actually got some principles in there to digest during the festive season. So, I do the Kwanzaa thing too, right? This year I got a nice big tree up. You know what I'm saying? Like we rotate back and forth. So last year we didn't have a tree. This year we got a tree. I think this year we're just gonna do the both. So I mean, it is what it is, man. Like so, I'm not doing all that anti this, but because really at the end of the day, it's the time where everybody get off. It is what it is. So why wait at that moment? Yeah, I'm not religious, so you ain't gonna get me with that, right? Just not.
Right.
I don't give it that. So yeah, let's get into it real quick. So you got communities, black grassroots communities. They just are officially against science. So it's the importance of understanding science, right? Why grassroots organizations reject it? Because they think they know every damn thing, right? And they think that understanding science is dependent upon trusting a particular quote unquote race. I'm saying it right now, right? Race is a social construct, right? That has nothing to do with your cultural awareness and ethnicity. And even that's up to question, okay? I'm gonna say it again. Race is a social construct. It has nothing to do with your cultural awareness, okay? You can be culturally aware and recognize that there is no race. Simple as that. Skin color is just skin deep. We celebrated our blackness because that's all we had to celebrate. We had to galvanize around something that was good. But that which you once galvanized around now is holding you back, right? It's putting you in a place where you start to do things that are proven to be unsafe, right? So most people don't know what the hell a vaccine is anyway. the grassroots organizations, right? They missed the whole boat, right? So if you're in a conversation with a person, they constantly saying the vaccine ain't working, the vaccine ain't working, right? The question should be, well, how is the vaccine supposed to work? They will never give you an answer, right? So Cedric, I'm gonna ask you to, no, I ain't gonna ask Cedric. I'm gonna, hey Sosa, where you at, Sosa?
Go ahead.
How is the vaccine supposed to work?
The vaccine is supposed to act as a prevention against the disease, so you don't get to reduce hospitalization.
See, did you hear what he just said? Against disease. Most people don't know that SARS-CoV-2, novel SARS-CoV-2 is the virus. Most people don't know that. And COVID-19 is the disease. So fundamentally speaking, right, the majority of people, they mess that part up. And like we say, never acquiesce to a faulty premise. So once you've acquiesced to the premise that a vaccine is supposed to, quote unquote, stop SARS in its tracks, stop you from getting infected in its tracks, right? You already messed up from that point. You're not trying to hear nothing. There's a whole platform dedicated to that. These grassroots organizations are dedicated to saying the vaccines don't work, but they don't know how they work. So once again, you got to separate disease from infection. Cedric, what's a vaccine, bro?
A vaccine is a training tool for your body. Your body has an immune system. What the immune system does, it encounters pathogen, stuff that infects the body, the stuff that comes in that doesn't belong. What it does, it produces antibodies to fight these pathogens that come in. Once the body is infected, the immune system is activated. So there is no point in time that a vaccine prevents infection. What we got with the new novel vaccines is that the IgG production was so accurate and so good, we had a phase with which it prevented infections up to 98%. Of course, your body, once it's not infected, will not continue to produce high levels of IgG. What you'll get is sparse amounts of IgG floating around in the body. Then you get the T cell and the B cell response. So the booster actually
Say the vaccine, man. You're going far. Slow down, Cedric.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
God. Hey, Chef. Hey, Chef Fennell. You on mute. I see you over there making that Christmas money back.
Hey, guess what? You know how many Muslims hair I cut for Christmas? It's crazy.
Crazy.
More Muslims get their hair cut for Christmas than Christians. I'm sick of these niggas.
Hey, Chef, I refuse to tell people who made the donation to help get this. I ain't talking about it. Keep it like that. But here it go. Y'all see it. Let's get the podcast up. Got a healthy donation on that. Hey, Fritz, what's the vaccine, bro?
What's up? Everyone good, yeah?
Everybody good, yeah?
Hey, Fritz, how you doing, my brother?
I'm good, Ted, man. Good to hear from you. A vaccine triggers an immune response. It's not a cure. It's not meant to be a cure or anything along them lines. It's about it.
Okay. So we got 4 people explaining what a vaccine is. I'm telling you that when you're talking to people, they don't know what a vaccine is. If they're standing there actually thinking, you got a breakthrough infection, they're not working, the vaccines wasn't even made. There's only one vaccine, right, that was made that will stop infection. That's the human papilloma vaccine. None of them stop infection. Now, these COVID-19 vaccines are so goddamn good that by consequence, right, they stop infection at a high level, right? And breakthrough infections are rare. So just for the conversation, it don't got to be long and drawn out. You say, why ain't the vaccines working? Since you say they ain't working, explain to me how they work. And they can't explain it, right? They'll swear to you that infection, because the word, they use it interchangeable, infection and disease. Yes. They're not that. So I just want to get the basic, when y'all talking to people, disease is the COVID-19 is a disease. The novel SARS-CoV-2 is the virus, right? And we call it what? Let me see, obligate intercellular parasite. That's some slick shit. When you want to get slick with them, say obligate. Why? Because it's obligated intercellular to be inside of the cell. And it's a parasite, meaning it's got to connect itself to something for it to be able to cause the cell to regenerate.
You need a host.
Okay?
Can't survive without a host. Parasite.
Parasite, need a host, need something to connect itself to. Simple as that, right? So I just want to say it one more time, right? That the Nation of Islam don't know what the hell the vaccine is. Rizza Islam don't know what the hell the goddamn vaccine is. And the pseudos sure as hell don't know what a vaccine is. Because they said, see, you got the coronavirus, it ain't work. See, you don't know what the hell you talking about. See, 96%, this vaccine is effective from stopping you to be hospitalized, right? And catching severe disease, because the COVID-19 disease does what? Can cause blood clots, okay? Heart attacks, strokes, render men impotent, render men impotent. I'm gonna say this again for all your young hoppers, right? Who don't think you want to take the vaccine. COVID-19 can render you impotent, right? Based off of messing up the flow of blood, right? That's why people have heart trouble, brain fog. These are things, right, that are caused for the COVID-19 disease. So that's why we get vaccinated, right? That's why, okay? So the vaccine is working. Sean did an excellent show last night on the Science for Sean. Even Science for Sean and Mossy and Vincent Racanella talked about these same things, right? So I don't even got to go deep. I don't want to go deep tonight, right? I just wanted to push that out there. So when y'all talking to people, say, I don't want to talk about nothing else, because you don't know what the hell the vaccine is. You just don't. You don't know what it's supposed to do. You got it wanting to stop infection when it wasn't even made to stop infection. And by consequence, this shit is so good, it's stopping infection, though. By consequence. Okay? Now, the Omicron, right? That joint is hitting with the bye-bye. So if it's 8 to 6 months, the immunity starts to wane. Okay. And based off of evolution, right? The variants, okay, they putting stress on the vaccine for the infection aspect of it, okay? But you still Gucci. Matter of fact, 2 to 4 years from now, you still gonna be Gucci. You might get the breakthrough infection, right? Might be sick, but your ass ain't getting hospitalized, right? You're not, for the most part. Ain't nothing 100%. Right? But for the most part, that's why we get vaccinated, man. We don't get vaccinated because we think it's a damn force field. So the Nation of Islam and grassroots organizations, the pseudos, think it's a fucking force field. Seriously. Like you glow with the yellow. You get the shot, all of a sudden you go. And shit be bouncing off. Bing, 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 bing. So y'all know this shit be funny. Hey, what's up, P? This my man P right here, man. That's a pseudo killer right there. P crazy. P.
What's good with you, y'all?
Hey, P. You got to ease in a little more often. You's a wild guy. Now I put the link in that phone. We got the wildest guys ever.
Oh, yeah. Wilder than Chef? He wilder than Chef?
No, I don't know you yet. No, I mean real pseudos, like guaranteed. Like, it's the funniest shit. PB setting traps. Me and PB back and forth setting the trap. Real.
Characters, man.
These just good guys, though, yo. They good guys, right? But if you say that the vaccine changes your RNA, right? Then that means the vaccine is bad. Right or wrong, P?
Absolutely.
Right or wrong, Cedric?
Absolutely.
If vaccine can actually change your
Change the RNA, that means it's a bad damn vaccine they made.
that's a badass vaccine.
Yeah, okay.
I go back into the lab. If RNA can do that, if the vaccine can do that, I'm going in and design myself some wings.
You're in trouble because your RNA controls all your functions. So you're done.
Everything.
Yeah, you're done. Yeah, you're done. You're done. It's over with. So if you come right back after that statement, right, a week later and say, I ain't anti-vax. I ain't never said the vaccine was bad. You did, because you said it changed your RNA. I'm tripping, yo.
I told you they be killing themselves and don't even know it.
You're gonna kill me. You're gonna kill me.
You're right. P like chef, let them talk. So I'm gonna practice discipline, and when people come on, as long as you don't talk too long and start repeating your damn self, right? I'm gonna let you talk. I'm gonna let you get your thing off, and then beat you up because it's hilarious. So to the point that a vaccine can possibly, not that it can, but theoretically affect your DNA, I can get that. But that the vaccine can actually affect your RNA. Like, people don't even have a clue what that means. That's like every cell producing thousands of strands of RNA to produce the necessary protein. That's been hijacked. What would you look like? The blob? Like, what would be the outcome of a human being after your RNA has been hijacked? What is your ribosome producing then?
You've created God. Only God can. Only a God could do that.
The blob.
In the chat room, I put the statement that what a virus was, okay? The obligate intercellular parasite. I didn't want y'all to think I was making it up. We like to source things. Put that in your pseudo killer chat room. Who we got in there? Lidocia. Miss Wright, how you doing? Black African Power. Make sure y'all like, man, the show. Make sure y'all subscribe, man. We need to get to 2,000 subscribers. So we're on a campaign right now, man. Hey, you're in Atlanta next week, next month on the 22nd, man. Y'all need to come through, man. All right, we have a comedian. Yeah, it's gonna be funny because I'm be cracking jokes. I'm cracking jokes on the pseudos. That's what I'm doing. Crossing my arms and I'm letting them do it. Anyway, so really, my point for the show is to let everybody know that 100% of the people that you're talking to that are fighting against the vaccine don't know what it is. They don't know how it's supposed to work. They can tell you it don't work, it's not working, right? What do you mean it's not working? Yeah, because people still get sick, right? And I had these crazy memes. Take the first shot, take the second, take the third. You still got COVID, like they, right? So I just wanted to make every show, I want to make sure that I have a very simple point and give y'all a very simple answer. Disease and infection is two different things, right? The rest of the world, they always interchange. I'm infected, the disease, no, two separate things. Anybody want to add something?
So like we're looking at the infection numbers going up, but what we have to really look at, especially in the vaccinated population, is that the hospitalizations, which is disease, and death, which is people who end up in ICU, is still extremely low and still within the sector or the group that we expect to find that. Those are mostly people over 75 years old who are compromised in their health overall. They're old, but the vaccines are still doing what they're supposed to do. So we're gonna see infection numbers rise. We're gonna see that rise. However, we're not gonna see hospitalization and death rise in the vaccinated population. And those who get the booster shot with Omicron around the corner, 70% effective at preventing even infections. So the vaccine is doing what it's supposed to do. No vaccine can work, can actually prove that it worked, because the vaccine doesn't do anything. Your immune system is what actually is going to fight the infection. The vaccine doesn't do anything. It just teaches your immune system, prepares it, trains it, gets it ready. Floyd Mayweather to take on the next Jake Paul brother, to knock his ass out. That's what the vaccine does. It prepares the immune system. Your immune system is what actually prevents disease. It's your own body at the end of the day. So the vaccines are working. Infection versus disease. Don't be alarmed by the infection numbers. Focus on what's happening in hospitalization, and then you will see disease amongst the vaccinated population is still very low. Vaccines work. End the discussion. You're on mute. You're muted on. You're on mute. You're muted.
Hey, yo, you getting old, goddamn it. I'm thinking that you saying everybody I'm calling is on mute. I'm cussing out P, I'm cussing out Kent, and I was cussing out French. I say, don't they hear that nigga say they on mute? Hell nah, yo. Hell nah.
You tripping?
That's long COVID.
Long COVID.
Oh shit! Please don't give me a heart attack.
Niggas out. I say, the hell wrong with P? I know he hear that man say he on me. I say, Fritz. Say, you on me? I say, what the hell wrong with Fritz? That nigga don't hear him saying he on me. I say, Kent, what the hell wrong with you? On Fritz? Hey, yo. Hey, man, some bullshit, man. Hey, P, say something, man. Help me out here, man. What's up? Talk to me, man.
I was texting you. I said you should go ahead and get them dudes on now.
I sent them the thing. I sent the link to them, didn't I?
Did you?
Yeah, it's in the thing.
No, I think you sent it to me.
Oh, did I?
Mm-hmm.
They ain't coming on the pseudo killers.
They is. They was on that the other day acting crazy. He actually was. Funny, yo.
I missed that one.
You missed that one, yo. That was crazy. They got to go on quick. Let me see.
Tell you, man, to pull his information out with the book with no pages.
Oh.
No page number.
We got the Navy Bang vaccine crew, yo.
The book had no pages.
No pages. They tried to hit me with a book with no pages, yo.
The Nation of Islam got the Navy Bang vaccine, yo.
Okay.
The Navy Bang vaccine.
Hey, P, you want to add something? I'm going to let everybody speak, then we're going to send a link out. Christmas time. Talk some trash.
Nah, man, just greetings to everybody, man. Happy holidays to everybody. I don't know if everybody celebrate, but
I celebrate and I'm Muslim.
Chef, you ain't Muslim. You the walking source. You ain't Muslim. You can't be Muslim.
He's just had that pork shop.
Chef is a source.
He's source. He's source. What about you, Fritz? What time is it? Is it Christmas yet? Where you at?
Yeah, Christmas night. Just turned Christmas.
Just turned Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Joe.
Merry Christmas, Fitz. I gotta call my kids just now too. They up in the Netherlands.
Okay, yeah, it's just turned Christmas over
Yeah.
Okay.
I wake them up in the middle of the night like a good daddy. Wake up, Merry Christmas.
I should be wrapping some presents now for my daughter. I might do that in the morning.
You late? I thought you said it was Christmas. Now you gonna wrap it late?
Yeah, but my
It's
time.
6 hours ahead.
It's 12 o'clock over at 12. It's just turned 12.
12 o'clock.
Oh, okay. All right. Man, you supposed to been did that, man. Supposed to been on the tree the day after Thanksgiving. What you doing?
Yeah, you know it's already, Unc. It's not really for us. It's for the kids, innit? It's for the kids. You know, just for them to make it happy. So really, I'm not fussed. I'm not making no big dinner, nothing like that.
No reason. My fault. Go ahead. I'm listening. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not fussed. I'm not gonna make a big deal about it, really. Just for her, and that's it.
Okay. Okay. All right. Where you at, Sosa?
Yeah, I'm right here chilling, man. About to get these spirits.
Oh man, I'm trying to save you.
I don't know what Fitz talk about, but you know, we better turn up. But I do a little Christmas thing, man.
I help y'all out.
What's that, Sosa?
I'm trying to see a Santa come down the chimney. You know, I'm gonna put out cookies and milk and all that, bro.
You see, I'm fortunate in the Caribbean. We don't got no chimneys, so from small we know Santa Claus ain't real. So kids don't get that delusion here. Like at 4 years old, we don't like no. That it don't.
Santa Claus, he ain't obligated to the chimney. That's just an option. See, y'all misunderstand Santa. He can use the dough. You know what I'm saying?
Cedric, you pseudo, Cedric. You pseudo, Cedric. Santa Claus got magic, man. You know how many people don't have no goddamn fireplaces in the hood?
First of all, again, no Caribbean kid, 4 years or older, believe in Santa Claus. We look at TV, there needs to be snow, there needs to be a chimney, and we ain't got none of that. So
Chef, did you hear what they renamed you? You know that, Chef? They called you Chef El Pseudo.
Chef say Santa on Doppler radar right now.
Oh man.
Oh, Tone in the house. What's up, Tone? Something wrong with your audio over there, Tone.
Matrix.
Grabbing the gifts.
What up? I'm just listening.
Yeah, how was your week there, Mr. Tone?
It was slow motion.
Oh, that was Russ with the bad vaccine, wasn't it? Hey, Tone, what I say about you? What you do, Tone?
What?
Huh? Oh.
What you say?
Oh, you the one, okay. Remember in the chat, you the one defeated Mucus.
This guy, boy, you something else, man. You something else already, boy, already.
No, all y'all specialize in defeating something. You defeated Mucus. We don't need Mucus. Kimber gave us a source, a book, right? 3-volume set, no damn page numbers, right? And Russ, he hit us with the bad vaccine. and just say he ain't say it was a bad vaccine. After
Well, don't leave yourself out now. You the God killer. You defeat God too. So.
Ah, man, that's stop, man. That's a daggone some myth, charity, however you want to put it. Anyway, would you like to explain how you have removed mucus?
Nah, because the way you even brought it out, it already starting off on the bad foot.
I apologize. Tone.
You making it sound like something totally different.
Okay, so we're on our best behavior. I swear.
That's a lie. That's a red flag right there. That's a red flag. That's a red flag right there.
Hold on. No, listen. I heard last time you was on the show, it got crazy. You will be able to explain what you want to explain. We're gonna shut Cedric down. At the loudest phone. Yeah, I mean, I'm learning, yo. I'm trying to change my ways, right? And so I want you to help us out with the mucus thing. I know mucus to be one of the first lines of defense for the immune system. What is it you're saying mucus is, Tone? Seriously.
So to elaborate on it, man, everybody, I agree with you on that. The mucus is your first line of defense, but an overabundance of mucus is also what can cause diseases and carry bacteria and germs. Too much of it, and when you have too much of it, those viruses can lay in that mucus, and unless you can get rid of it or expel it, then you have more of a potential to get sick.
You finished?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Cedric.
What is too much mucus, and where is this too much mucus stored in the body?
You can have mucus in your lungs. You can have too much mucus in your throat, your nose, and your sinus cavities. You can have too much mucus in your stomach.
And this mucus, this excess mucus, is produced when and why?
Okay, so
let me be more specific. The mucus buildup in your lungs, for example, what would be the cause of that?
You asked a complex question, yo.
Yeah, if you don't know, just say you don't know. Don't even go that route, bro. Break it
down. Excess mucus in the lungs, for example, is when the lungs become infected and you have a CD4 production, which produces cytokines, and cytokines increases the amount of mucus to isolate the virus. That is a cause of mucus buildup, which is actually when your body is infected. So outside of your body actually fighting an infection, there is no excess mucus. So this excess mucus that you're talking about is actually produced when the body is responding by means of its defense mechanism.
Yeah,
because mucus is the first line. Because mucus is the first line of defense in the immune system.
Yeah, you're saying the same thing I'm saying. But then you asked me what causes the excess mucus before I had the phone call. I think Will about to buzz in too, drop in too.
That's Kimber. We're gonna do respect with his African name.
Yeah, Superman.
Hold on, Cedric, Cedric, we're not doing that, yo. Let that man talk, yo.
I wanted to get back to his explanation.
No, he know damn well an overabundance of mucus, right, ain't occurring naturally. Something's wrong. Something is going on.
Yes.
Simple as that. You ain't just running around with an overabundance of mucus and something not wrong, bro. So they use
Who
it.
Who you talking to? You talking to me?
I'm just talking right now. I'm not talking to you specifically. I'm just saying because we got people that made the claim, like Dr. Satan, who I'm sure you agree with, right? He said that mucus is the creator of all diseases. You tap right into that. Now I'm talking to you. You tapped into it. What I'm saying is, if a person have an overabundance of mucus, there's something wrong, there's something going on. COVID-19, the disease, right, can cause an overabundance of mucus in your lungs that will kill you, drown you. We know this. So we're just trying to figure out what the hell you talking about, Tone.
Okay, you done?
Yes.
All right. So when you have an overabundance of mucus and your body can expel that mucus, because we already established that mucus is your first line of defense, correct?
Correct.
So, all right. So it encapsulates those viruses and germs and bacteria that might be in your lungs, that might be in your throat, stomach, you know what I'm saying? Nasal passages or whatever. If your body can efficiently or needs help expelling that, you know, where those viruses and bacteria are encapsulated, you're gonna have problems. You ever heard of something called histamine? So like when you take an antihistamine, okay, so what happens is certain enzymes in certain fruits, foods, plants, vegetables, you know, bees, ants, spiders, or whatever, like in their toxins, like in their poisons, when they bite you or whatever, they have certain toxins or enzymes that starts your histamine to start, you know, because the body itself has a histamine production. And then sometimes when you get bit by fire ants or a bee sting or something like that, or eat the wrong kind of fruit that doesn't, you know what I'm saying, it may affect your histamine. If that happens, then your body will go into an overproduction of mucus. And that's when you start all this, you know, and all this other stuff.
But you know what, the problem is there. That is not due to the virus or whatever.
I didn't say nothing about the virus at this point. I didn't say nothing about the virus. You just asked me about how the mucus is produced.
I know, brother. Let me finish. I'm agreeing with you in a sense. I'm just saying that's not due to the virus, though. That's something else going wrong. Because, as you said, the first line of defense is expelling the mucus. So if it's not doing that, that's not due to the collective virus, what is collected and brought back into the body.
But that's not necessarily. Yeah, I didn't mention virus, but that's not necessarily to say.
But you
that's
did
not
say
necessarily to say that same thing can happen with a virus.
Okay, I get you. All right. Well, yeah. Now I hear that part. I understand what you're saying.
So, but what the hell is he saying then? Now, that's the point we're trying to make. Why would you write a whole paper? Yo, get to it. Don't play with us. Just get to it. Come on, man. Like, we know if you got a virus and like coronavirus, it causes overproduction of certain things and they become dangerous to the human. Okay, that's not what you're saying. We talking about an everyday walking around human with mucus, bro. There's a reason why they got mucus, though. It helps you go to the bathroom. Okay, that's one thing. All right. It's like it acts as a lubricant. All right. So anybody with an overabundance of mucus, it's nothing that y'all can do. The food can't change. Food don't produce mucus. Because I'm thinking you're trying to creep on that. So I just like to cut to the chase. So are you saying that eating wrong
food? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. That's where you're wrong. Yes, it can. Yes, it can. Yes, it can.
Okay, I'm being quiet now. Explain to us what foods cause mucus.
That's why I was saying, okay, remember a few seconds ago, I was talking about histamine. Your body produces histamines. Sometimes when you eat the wrong foods, fruits, vegetables, or something like that, it can cause, those enzymes can cause your histamines to start producing, overproducing. You can start overproducing mucus because you simply ate the wrong thing. Like when somebody going into an anaphylactic shock almost, sort of.
Stop.
You see what I'm saying?
No, Cedric, no, Cedric, we not stopping nobody, bro. We not gonna do it, yo. We wanna hear the complete message of foolery before we cut in.
Just like, for instance, when I eat a banana, like I can eat a banana, but if it is not right, that banana starts certain things going on in my body. Okay, and then then I'm starting coughing and I'm mucusing, you know what I'm saying, and all this other stuff. Is certain fish, if I eat certain fish, salmon or something like that, it'll start doing that.
And do you know what that's called, brother?
What is that called?
Do you know what it's to do with first? Let's say that.
Say that again.
You know what it is to do with?
What is that?
Basically, it's your immune system. It's nothing to do with, you have a problem with your immune
brother,
system.
hold on.
Okay, all right, I'll let you go. I'll let you go.
Cedric?
No, that's
Cedric?
not, that's Fritz.
Cedric, hold on, but Cedric, that's the part. That's
not
what we
Cedric.
have.
Hey, bro,
that's what we have
that's
a
not,
dissonance at. That's
no,
what we
that's
have.
not, hold on for a minute. No, that wasn't Cedric. That was Fritz.
Who? Okay, I'm sorry, my bad. That's what we're having a cognitive dissonance at, is because what you're saying that's got something to do with your immune system, and I'm saying that your histamine is a part of your immune system as well. That's why I was saying earlier that food is not the only thing that can cause it. If something bites you and your body don't agree with it, if you get something in your system, your histamine plays a role in that too. Your natural histamine production also plays a role in that to say, hey, body, something going on here. Start producing mucus, man, because something ain't right.
So what are you trying to say? Because you cut me off in saying what I don't get what your point is. What are you trying to get to? Because you haven't said nothing we don't agree with.
Okay, so we're in agreement with. We're in agreement then.
No, we're not.
What was your point? What was your point?
My point is that your histamines also play a role in your, because the first thing that you asked me was what causes.
What you're saying is that you're saying that it's an immune response. Is that not your immune system? So
what,
if someone has a problem with a banana, what is that? Because not everyone has a problem with a banana.
No, not everybody does. I agree.
So what is that? What do we call that?
That's okay. That's what I was saying.
Reaction.
That's what I was saying earlier. The histamines in your body.
So does that mean that everyone who gets bit by that fly or everything is going to react the same? Or
no, everybody's not. No, everybody's not.
So what is that then? What do we call that?
Allergic reaction, bro. That's what it is. But go ahead.
Right.
It releases antihistamines when we have an allergic reaction, bro. Come on, we up on our game.
That's and to give credence to what credence to what Aunt just said, you're having an allergic reaction.
Okay.
Simply as that.
Okay. So now we piecing it together. We hear you clearly, right? That has nothing to do with the mucus. See, it has nothing to do with the banana. If you're having an allergic reaction to fish and shellfish and peanuts, it's an allergic reaction because a banana is considered to be safe. Okay, it's non-self, right? All food is non-self. You wasn't born with it, okay, but it's safe. So if you're allergic, so now you're talking about something is wrong. What Fritz was actually saying 10 minutes ago is what you're saying. So now you back out the box again, get back into the framework. What does that have to do with the mucus? So it's something wrong going on, bro. It's not everyday people walking around. So no food creates mucus, but go ahead.
It's a compromised immune system, a compromised immune response.
It is, and bro. That's usually
down. It's down to it's more of an individual base, not a generalist. So that's why I say, what is your point?
The food that you eat causes a mucus. It can. It certainly, most certainly can. I don't know why you would. I don't know why you would.
Histamine
hold on a second, everybody.
is not mucus and doesn't result in mucus. So
hold on a second,
you refer to
So
histamine,
in the 50
which you can't equate to mucus. So the question remains, as Ankh said, which food produces an excess of mucus when we establish that excess mucus is usually associated with an infection?
when you eat a strawberry, right? When you eat a strawberry, what happens?
Tom, hold on one
Your
second,
tongue
because I think the
swells, and
question
what
needs to
about
be articulated a little different. Hold on a second, Tom. What they're asking you is this,
what about
okay?
other foods? What
Hold
about
on,
other foods?
Tom. Listen, what they essentially are asking you is this: what does the mucus have to do with the allergic
What I'm trying to say.
reaction? Okay, just so you all clear.
No, I'm sorry. I was talking to my wife at the same time you was talking. Sorry about that.
Okay, so they're asking you, what does the mucus have to do with the allergic reaction?
It's a product of the allergic reaction. This is what I was saying earlier. This is why I said I think we're having a cognitive dissonance, is because if there's something called histamine that your body makes naturally on its own. So what happens?
Histamine is only produced by white blood cells when infected with a toxin, when the body recognizes a toxin.
Bro, right. So let me finish it out. So
yeah, but that's not. Hold on, wait, real quick. So, okay, we understand there's certain foods, right, that cause antihistamine release. That's what you're talking about, correct?
no, a histamine release. That's why people take
Release.
antihistamine.
No, I'm just my fault. Histamine. We're talking about certain foods like bananas and that, right? That they actually can do that, right?
But
okay.
It's just not pinned on foods. It can be
Let's pull it up. We don't got the guesswork. Let's pull it up.
And does that happen to everyone?
Histamine does not result in an excess of mucus. Histamine is a way to neutralize what your body recognizes as a toxin.
But what does the body do?
Okay, I got you. Hold on. Let's make it simple. So basically, what he talking about is when you are intolerant, right, to histamines, right? Once again, right, that means that it's something going on wrong. So certain people are that, bro. It's not a normal occurrence, is what we're really saying. So let's pull up a source here. We don't gotta play the game. We ain't no fucking doctors on this motherfucker. So it's called.
And it still doesn't result in mucus.
Hold on, bro. Wait. I know we're gonna leave him alone for a minute. What causes high histamine levels? Okay, so some people are having intolerance for histamines, and for them, it's not good for them to eat those certain foods because they trigger that, bro. So that's not fair. You can't run around here and play that game. You almost tried to get us. You tried to play the game. We tried to tell you, bro, that there's something wrong. So everyday person eating bananas and stuff, they good, bro. You trying to make it seem that's something we shouldn't eat. Am I correct in that?
Bro, you're saying the same thing I just said.
No, I'm not. I'm saying that people are functioning. Hold on, bro. No, you're saying that we should not eat bananas. Are you saying that? Because
no, I did not. No, I did not say that. That's not what I'm saying. I said
no, he's not saying that, Unc. He's basically
certain
saying
people
what he's
can't
saying.
tolerate certain things.
Tone, let me chat for 2 secs. Yeah, I get what you're saying. A banana can build up excess mucus in your lungs or wherever. Yes, but
no.
Listen to me, Tone. Let me finish. Tone, let me finish. Yes, but that's down to the individual. No matter what, you can't get around it. It's down to the individual for it to build up tolerance to that kind of levels of where it's dangerous. Yes, it's got to be down to the individual and their immune system. It's either they have a compromised immune system to that particular fruit or whatever. It's not general. Do you know what I mean? It's not general. It's not across the board. It's an individual case by case.
I have a question for Tone. Tone.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Are there foods, in your opinion, are there foods that create excess mucus? And if so, what are these foods?
Say that again.
Are there foods that will create excess mucus in the body? And if so, what are those foods?
Okay, like the guy was saying, it depends on the individual. For me personally, nuts, like Brazilian nuts, cashews, you know what I'm saying? Bananas, like unripe bananas. Ripe bananas, they change. Something about them changes. I guess when the sugars, you know what I'm saying? Because when they not ripe, the sugars are different than when they are ripe. So I guess, you know what I'm saying, with the enzymes and the sugars and everything, it changes, then I can tolerate it a little bit better. So that, for me, those are just some of the things. And for everybody, it's not the same. But what I am trying to say is that that's what the body does. If you have an intolerance to something, you know what I'm saying, on a molecular level, your body, and it triggers your histamines, right? Because your immune system doesn't agree with it, or your body is saying, no, it's rejecting it, then it's going to trigger your histamine level, and your histamine is going to start you to have a reaction. The reaction is the mucus, you know what I'm saying, the production of mucus. That's what that's a part of the reaction. If you're just having a reaction and not having nothing happening, then how do you know you're having a reaction? You know what I'm saying? The mucus is a byproduct of, is a symptom of it. Not only the mucus, but you see what I'm saying?
I got you. Cedric, can you chime in on that, please?
Yes.
Yeah.
Once you get infected, like Uncle said, your body is intolerant to histamine, depending on the level, you can have a hypersecretion of mucus. However, the point trying to be made that there are foods that cause mucus, that's incorrect. And the mucus that is produced is a reaction expelling the histamine that the body is, the toxin that the body has encountered. So it is not the body has an excess of mucus you're walking around with. No, you have a reaction. So you get a hypersecretion of mucus that comes out, that flows out your nose, that you vomit up, that you excrete. It is not your body consistently walking around with a higher level of mucus based on the foods you eat. That reaction is instantaneous. Nuts, if you cannot eat nuts, you cannot eat nuts. Yeah. The histamine level, once you do that twice or 3 times, you will die. Simple as. There are people.
Okay, now, with that being said, I agree with you on that. That's it.
Hold on, Tone. I want to hear what else Cedric has to say. Go ahead, Cedric. Finish up.
However, it is direct a result of your body rejecting a foreign object, what it recognizes as foreign. So it's not that you're going to eat a food every day and have this excess amount of mucus build up in your system, trapping viruses and keeping them inside. The mucus is secreted. It comes up, it leaves your body, because that's what the excess mucus is supposed to do. That's a runny nose. That's slime on your chest, and you cough that up. It doesn't stay there, and it's in an interval. So it's not that you're gonna eat foods like I eat a banana and get mucus buildup. No, if I'm allergic to the banana, the reaction is instantaneous. So it's not, you can't use a allergic reaction to food to create a paradigm as if we all eat this food, we're gonna all have excess mucus buildup, so avoid baked beans or some shit like that.
So Cedric, in layman's terms, the mucus is essentially the cavalry coming to save your ass.
Thank you very much.
Right. And I agree with him. On that. But what I was gonna say,
hold on a second, Tone. But Tone, slow down. You did say though that excess mucus in the body is a bad thing for you.
It is.
Why?
I still hold to that.
The reason you have excess mucus is to protect you. It's actually saving you. So how is it bad for you? I'm trying to figure that out.
Okay, so imagine, okay, check this out. That's what I was getting ready to say. I agree with Mr. Cedric there in what he's saying.
Pneumonia.
Like what you, hold on, hear me out. Just like what you're saying, that mucus is what's coming to the rescue to help get you out of trouble. But imagine you going to McDonald's, Burger King, eating the wrong foods that don't agree with you on a daily or almost on a daily. Foods that are too foods that are too rich in sugar or something like that, or those foods that you're not supposed to be eating that you might have mild reactions to, but you never really sat and paid attention to it because, you know what I'm saying, you just think it's normal to have this and coughing and spitting up mucus every time you get up from the dinner table.
What is a mild reaction? Because if it's something that your immune system sees as compromising, yeah, then you can't go there daily. It wouldn't be a daily. You couldn't do it.
Yes, you can.
So
yes, you can, because I did it for years.
Tell us, what do you mean by slight? What do you mean by no? You couldn't. You couldn't. I'm just telling you. If you can't eat nuts. You couldn't eat nuts on a daily basis. You can't take milk, any dairy products. You couldn't eat it on a daily basis. You just couldn't.
Mm-hmm. But what about something that's slight, you know, like a mild reaction?
Tell me what slight is.
Like for instance, when I said unripened banana, one that's not, you know what I'm saying, that's not ripe. So what if I'm eating that, but the reaction that I'm having is not so severe as the one I would have with the nuts? You see what I'm saying?
You're still basing it on a build-up from what Ced was saying. No, if you have allergic reaction.
But hold on. We jumped into a whole different conversation just that fast. What I'm trying to explain to you is that if a person is continuously eating those foods that are not agreeable to his body, that the mucus buildup, you're gonna have a lot of
mucus buildup.
There's not agreeable to your body. This is what we're trying to say. Agreeable to your body. You mean to the whole system of your body, or buildup of mucus? What are you getting to? Because that's completely different.
Can we just go to the source? This is what we're talking about here, right? And we mixing up things here. Tone, you mixing up shit. Talking about histamine intolerance. That's what you're talking about. Some kind of way, I don't know how you got to quote unquote mucus. So what is it? Because this is what you're talking about, right? You talked about histamine. What is histamine intolerance? Histamine intolerance is not a sensitivity to histamine, but a what? Indication that you've developed too much of it. Histamine is the chemical responsible for a few major functions: communicate messages to your brain, triggers release of the stomach acid to help digestion, releases after injury, or this is what you're talking about, allergic reaction as part of your immune response. I still don't know where you're getting the mucus part from. You mix it in. It was a clever mix, though, very clever. Okay, when histamine levels get too high, or when it can't break down properly, it can affect your normal body functions. Okay, let's see. All right, the symptoms of histamine intolerance. Histamine is associated with the common allergic response or systems. Many of these are similar to those from histamine intolerance. Let me see. Hold on. Let's see if we find what you're saying. Let's see. It's possible. While they may vary, some common reactions associated with intolerance includes headaches, migraines, nasal congestion. This is what you're talking about, the nasal congestion, the sinus issues. That's what you're talking about right here, right?
Yep.
Now you're talking about, right?
Yep.
Okay. Fatigue, hives, digestive issue, irregular menstrual cycle, nausea, vomiting. In more severe cases, the histamine intolerance, you may experience what? Abdominal cramping, tissue swelling, high blood pressure, irregular heart rate, Yeah. Oh man. Difficulty regulating body temperature, dizziness. Yeah, bro. We ain't gonna let you get away with this. You come on.
So check this out,
Now,
man.
hold on. Let me finish my point though, Tone. Listen. So you actually you made nasal congestion. You put it all on the mucus.
Yeah. So listen to this. Here's an article by NIH National Library of Medicine, PubMed.gov. This was written by a guy who I guess is associated with them. He's a long cell physio, whatever, however you say that word. But this was published by PubMed.gov for NIH.
Whoa. Put it in the chat, yo.
Hold on.
Right here, so we can see it. We want to see what you're doing.
Tom, okay, can you put your mucus paper, your research mucus paper in there as well?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and find that. That's gonna take me a minute.
I thought you sent it to me. Didn't you send it to me, Tom?
Yeah, no. P sent it to you because I sent it to P.
Yeah, P, you got the email. What's your email, P? You sent it to me the email. I got it.
I had to look for it.
Yeah, put that in there. Let me make sure. See what we reading here. Because y'all have the propensity to mess up. Scientific. Yo, that thing say some nasal congestion. Yo, listen, yo, I'm gonna show you how you doing it right now, yo. You making.
Hold on, let me get back to the article.
No, I'm saying what you leading with right now. It's very deceptive.
Let me read it for a second here on. Histamine is an important mediator of allergic reaction, and mucus hypersecretion is a major allergic symptom. However, the direct effect of histamine on mucus secretion from airway mucosal epithelia has not been clearly demonstrated. So, in the event you get an allergic reaction, instantaneously,
what you reading? Hold on, what you reading, Cedric?
That's the one that's from what I just put in the chat.
What? It just killed you, Tom.
No, it did not. Listen, read it again. Start from the beginning and read it again. Read it. Listen.
Mucus hypersecretion is a major allergic symptom. Do you understand those two words?
Right.
What does that mean? Allergic symptom.
No.
What did I say earlier?
Don't speed up, slow it down. Where is it where it has not been thoroughly demonstrated? Read that part.
Yes.
That's the part here.
The connection you're trying to make is this one. However, the direct effect of histamine on mucus secretion from airway mucosal epithelia has not been clearly demonstrated.
Wait a minute, where's that at? Because I know you ain't give us a paper to kill you. Because we got a saying around here. I don't want to say it yet. Can you see the screen? Where you at, Cedric? You see the screen, right? Is it an app? You reading the abstract?
Yeah, I was reading the abstract.
Where in the abstract?
No. I'm gonna put my link in the chat. There it comes.
You're not reading this. I thought you said you was reading this.
No, I was reading an abstract from an article that I have. Here it comes. I'm gonna put it in our chat.
Okay, so where you at, Tone? What you saying this say? Where you at, Tone?
Okay. So here's another art. Hold on, let me put this one in there too.
Oh, it's right here though, Tone. It says histamine is an important mediator of allergic reaction.
Oh, that's what I've been saying. That's what I've been saying the whole time.
I know, man. You cut me off because you don't want me to read. Are you trying to stop me from reading?
Go ahead,
Yeah, we're not cutting each other off. It's a histamine.
But wait, hold on. Let's make this something clear, man. Now, when I go to talk,
no, I just want
to cut me off. But
bro,
when you
I'm reading the source. I was in the middle of reading the source, yo. Can we read your source? Or you want to read it? Or do you want to read it? But
There's
we're going to
another
read
one in
the
the
source.
chat too.
We're not going to sit here like we doctors and going off the top of the dome. Now we at the source. We're at a critical part of the conversation. Do you want to read it or you
the other one too?
Okay, we'll get the other one too. We want to start with the first one you gave us, though. We're not going to run around the board like a bunch of nuts, just running around. Come on. Hey, Cedric.
Yes.
You was reading this. Read this.
This is from the same article. This is from the same article I just read. I just put the same link in the back chat, the full paper.
You can see it, right?
Oh. Yeah, I can see it.
What does it say? It say histamine is an important mediator.
Histamine is an important mediator of allergic reaction, and mucus hypersecretion is a major allergic major symptom, allergic symptom. So now let's slow it down there.
No, keep reading. Don't stop.
However, the direct effect of histamine on mucus secretion from airway mucosal epithelia has not been clearly demonstrated.
What? It say what though?
It hasn't been clearly demonstrated.
So Tone, what are you doing, Tone?
Just because it has not, bro, come on now. Don't try to overanalyze it and then
not just overanalyze.
Read the other one. Now let's go to the other one.
Okay. No. Put it in. Let's finish this one first, then we'll go to the other one. But I just want to know, why would you bring a paper to say they ain't figured it out yet? What's the joke?
Okay, bro. So you're gonna tell me, have you ever cut grass before? Have you ever cut grass before?
I don't want to talk about lawns and grass. I want to talk about that article.
Answer my question though. Okay,
no, if the question is not about the article, I don't have time on Christmas Eve. I want to talk about that what we just read, bro, and then we can move on. If you say, "Oh, let's move on from that," do you want to move on from that? Do you want to move on?
But you not letting me speak now. But you not let me speak now.
No, do you want to move on from what we just read? We can move on, bro. But don't talk.
We're not though. We stand right here. We stand right here. But I'm making a point to what we just read.
What we just read.
That's what I'm saying though. Huh?
You agree? Do you agree? It said it has not been proven? Yes or no?
I agree what it says. The words in front of me, I can read.
Okay, so let's move on. Go ahead. So long as you agree now, what's your next point with that? Go ahead.
Okay. The point is, grass. Have you ever cut grass?
Yes.
Have you ever been outside and your allergies start messing with you?
No, I don't have allergies like that. No. I don't know.
Has anybody in the panel ever cut grass, been outside, and the allergies start messing with them? What generally happens? Your nose start running, your eyes start itching,
my body produces excess mucus, which it secretes at the time of the reaction. There is no buildup over time.
And that's not what I'm talking. And that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. The
article says hyper mucus secretion. That means excess secretion.
Overabundance that he's talking about.
At the point of an allergic reaction. So the moment that your body reacts negatively to an amount of histamine that it cannot handle, the body produces an excess amount of mucus to expel that particular infection or that particular toxin. It does not speak of a buildup over time. It does not speak of you walking around with excess mucus. That is factually impossible because your body is designed to secrete hyperproduction of mucus. And like Fitz was trying to explain you, it is only at the point that you are faced with an allergic reaction. Like you said, when you're cutting grass. So the other days, you're not having a hyper secretion of mucus. And still, we are still to establish which foods actually produce this hyper secretion of mucus, which remains in the body over an excess period of time. That's what we're trying to establish.
Okay.
So having said that, Tone, question for you. Having said all that, do you still hold to the stance that excess mucus in the body causes disease?
Yeah, I still do, because what you guys are not doing is you're not letting me finish what I'm trying to get at with my points.
Go ahead and finish.
Okay, if I can. So what I'm saying is, going back to what we was talking about a few minutes ago with these people that are going around eating consistently every day foods that they, you know what I'm saying, you can eat McDonald's, it could be Burger King, Wendy's, whatever you may eat, even a home cooked meal like a baked potato, you know what I'm saying, or something like that. You thinking it's good, but it might affect your histamine to the point where it might start, you know what I'm saying, producing excess mucus. Like the brother just said a few seconds ago. And you think nothing of it. It doesn't have to be severe. One could just simply go into the medicine cabinet and take an antihistamine and think nothing of it. How many grown folk in the world or people in the world just do this on a daily? And over a period of time, your body has this mucus buildup that's, you know what I'm saying, from yesterday.
No, it doesn't.
You continuously putting it through your body.
Can I say this, Tom? But that's just
why y'all keep cutting me off though. That's the thing.
No,
as soon as I say something that's a hot topic buzzword, you want to jump right on it. You want to
jump right on it. You're factually incorrect. There is no excess mucus buildup in the body.
Yet you're still doing it.
It's okay. Let them be incorrect. Let them finish, and then Fritz, you can go ahead and expound, and then Cedric, you can go ahead. Go ahead, Tom.
So what I'm trying to get to is that people all over the in this country, especially, are doing this, and they're continuously putting the wrong types of substances in their body, and may not agree with them, that may or may not trigger their histamine, and they might have an excess mucus, like the article says. And there's a second article.
Tone.
Come on, man.
Tone, you trying to talk yourself. You trying to talk yourself. You trying to talk. Tone. No, I'm gonna let you go. I thought, hey, Tone, I'm saying, why are you trying to do that though? Why are you trying to overconvince us of something?
Because
without the support.
Because I'm trying to get you to logically think.
I don't want to. I don't want to do Tone.
Scientist does.
Tone, no, I'm not a Tone. You're not a scientist, Tone. You don't have the data. No, I don't want to argue with you, Tone. Tone, listen, Tone. We're not going to do this.
Is that why you brought me on the show?
Tone, no. I didn't bring you on the show to make up your own mad concoction, though, because that's what you're doing. You're doing what the pseudos do all the time. You take this from that and put it together. We're not going to do that, Tone. The first source you presented clearly says it has not been proven, and yet you're trying to convince us through all these bad examples, no data-driven information. So it said it. It said it. It said it. What did it say, bro?
It said it has not been clearly demonstrated. Big difference.
Okay, so why is so then if it has not been clearly demonstrated in the lab, why do you think off the cuff of your head with your logic you can make it demonstratable? How about that? I'm not trying to argue with you.
Because for one, I've experienced it. And for number two, if you continue so
I'm not cutting you off. I heard you. I'm not cutting you off. Go ahead, bro. I heard you.
But what I'm saying, I've experienced it. I
don't
know
believe
what it is.
I don't believe you. So what? So now what, Tom?
All right, well then you just agree to disagree then.
No.
That's the end of that argument. That's the end of the argument.
Right. That's the end of that.
Can I say this, Tom? You're an individual. It's not for everybody. Just like someone eating bad food every day in your eyes is not going to build up a high tolerance for it, a high buildup of mucus. Not all around the board. That's not general. That's just for some people. So that's what we're trying to say. We're not saying that can't happen, but that is not on a general basis.
I'm saying that his own source he brought is crazy to me, bro. Why you bring the source, Tone? I wouldn't even be saying it. You did that.
You ever heard
Tone, you did that. Tone, you did it. Tone, do you not understand what you just did to yourself? I didn't do it, Tone. I let you talk. You brought your source on. You brought it. We talking about your source that went against what you saying and agree with us, and now you mad that you can't turn us away from it. It's ridiculous, Tone.
But this
you should have read it first, Tone.
The same thing. This the same thing that your boy just said just a second ago, Fritz.
I don't care what Fritz said. I'm not listening to Fritz neither. I'm reading the paper that you put in front of us, bro.
So this paper that I put in front of you, this does not apply to everybody. First of all. So I don't know how you got on the train.
Doesn't apply to
that was for everybody.
So Tone, Tone. So then who in the hell was the paper for, Tone? If not for the.
When you read the article, when you read that paper,
who was it for, Tone?
Talking about this is what can happen. This is what happens. This is what generally happens. These fools do this. Certain fools do that.
No, Tone, it didn't say general. It didn't say general. You can't apply that to everybody, just like you would a vaccine. You can't apply the vaccine to everybody.
Tone, we're gonna beat you up on the vaccine. Hey, Tone. Hold on. Let me stop. Everybody stop. For the record, Tone, you just died. Right? Okay.
All right, Calvin.
So all right, you just died. Then you tried to bring in the vaccine. Ain't for everybody. Okay, bro. Like everybody knows
I
that.
Just said it's for me. It affected me.
No, that's a different thing. You see how you try to play it? Yo, you can play weak-minded people like that. You can't get it. We sharp as a motherfucking heart, bro. You can't mix and match, nigga. I sat down and listened to Malachi York for 5 years with the Sugar Flim Plan.
Right
listen, hold on.
Like
listen. I know. Okay,
you going around trying to put your
this is what we're gonna do.
It don't fit.
Look, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this. I may have been illogical at times, but what I didn't do right about now at about 7:53, I did not bring a source on here that totally agreed with you and then tried to argue you off of it. You did that, Tone. You shouldn't have brought the source, Tone. And I'm finished with it.
Tom,
so move on.
One question, Tom. One question. Why isn't the vaccine for everyone? Tell us why.
No, I don't want to move. I'm still on this. He's still beat. I want him to concede to that.
Let me ask
Let's Cedric chime in.
Let's put an end to this nonsense right now. Hypermucus secretion leaves your body. If you eat something that you are sensitive to today and you get hypersecretion of mucus, it's gonna have your nose running. It's gonna have you spitting mucus out. That mucus leaves your body. At no point in time is there any reservoir in your body where this excess mucus builds up. From the time you have a hypersecretion due to sensitivity, it is detected in your nasal cavity. We saw the symptoms. That means it's coming out. So this concept of this illusion of excess mucus being built up is pseudo, is nonsense, and is completely flawed. Now, you cannot build any discussion off of a flawed premise. That's why we hit the stop button every time you say mucus build up. You have a stuffy nose, it's not mucus buildup. It's excess mucus secretion. It comes out. That's why your nose is stuffy, because it's actually blocking your nose. It comes out. So there's nowhere in your body that this excess builds up. When you have an infection where your body produces excess cytokines and you get a lung infection, you end up in the goddamn hospital because of excess mucus. The faster they fight the infection, the faster the mucus, the mucus concentration goes down, because the mucus is being produced by your body to fight the infection. There is no point in time that people are walking around with a reservoir of mucus based on foods they ate which they were allergic to. So you cannot build off of this false premise. You're using mixing and matching. Hypermucus secretion happens at the point that there's an allergic reaction. Allergic reaction happens when you consume something, right? The hyperreaction, the mucus comes out. It is not building up over time in your body. You cannot build off of a false premise. So let's end this discussion about mucus and that nonsense, because your premise is flawed. Done.
Said,
We want to talk about vaccine.
All right, Cedric. All right, come on, Cedric. Let him go. Let him go. Because we don't want to.
You are
I'm going to read
100%.
his own paper. I got him.
And the thing was, what I was trying to prove with asking him, why is the vaccine not for everyone, is to prove a point to him that it's not good for your immune system if you can't take the vaccine. That's the only reason why. Your immune system is compromised, so you cannot take the vaccine. That's why it's not for everyone. So I know you're going to chuck that in there. That is the reason why it's not for everyone. And we were saying that with peanuts and also with bananas and anything out there. It depends on the individual.
Yeah, all right. Okay.
So did you get that, Tom?
I'm listening to y'all.
And
But I'm also
just so
putting
you know,
stuff in the
Tom.
chat. So the only way I'm gonna do it from this point on, because when I talk to y'all, y'all act like y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, my man was just saying that there's no such thing as excess mucus. I just put 3 articles in there that says there is excess mucus.
Well, he never said there was no excess mucus. That's not what he said.
What did you say? Clarify.
Go ahead, Cedric.
Hypermucus secretion. Hyper means excess. Mucus is a natural occurring substance in the body. We need it. Excess mucus is at the point of an allergic reaction. What happens to excess? It leaves your body via your nasal cavity or your mouth, you throw up, or you can actually excrete excess mucus via your stool. There is no way that excess mucus created from hypersecretion remains in the body. There's no reservoir. Don't confuse the two things. Hypersecretion is a fact. You get a runny nose. That's why it runs out. It runs out. It doesn't stay in your body. So the excess mucus is always expelled. Always. Always.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Thank you, brothers. Peace to everybody. I've been listening for a while. I got a question. What would happen if you remove mucus from your body? What would happen? If mucus is the defense mechanism, right? What would happen if a person practiced removing all mucus from his or her body? What would happen?
First of all, your bowels will stop moving. You won't be able to shit. Any and everything will infect you. You breathe in air. There's no defense mechanism, so you're infected and your body will be fighting pathogens like crazy. Pretty much you will die without
So would you watch this? So would you be wide open for pneumonia?
Yes.
Well, isn't that how Sebi died?
Yes.
Hey, listen. The proof is in the pudding. If he believed that mucus must be removed from the body, and he removed mucus from his body, and consequently he caught pneumonia and died, which is a bacteria. So he removed his defense. Boom, there you go.
That's what we call it in Garfield language, a dagger.
But that wasn't really what nobody was in disagreement with that. Nobody really said that, you didn't need mucus. I agree with that. So I don't know what's the point to that particular question.
Well, what they're trying to tell you.
This is it. Listen, this is it. All right, watch it. This is it. Right? That I was
saying.
Got
it's right here on the screen. Tone wrote this paper. Dr. Sabi, we knew it, Tone. This your paper. Okay. This is your paper, Tone. I got you in your own words, Tone. So what you want to do now? No. What do you want to do, Tone? Here you want to here you go. Tone, I'm not. Tone. First of all, you copied and pasted this shit from somewhere. This right here, I don't want to do it. Right? I'm not mad at you though, Tone. But I'm telling you, this is how you start us off, yo. You start us off with foods that reduce mucus. While it may seem like you can't eat any, thing because all the major food groups have already been wiped out. There are actually some foods left that have an ability to reduce mucus produced here. So, yo, go ahead and give us that paper. I don't want to see nothing else. You ain't got no source here for me to check it. I'm thinking guesswork. Mucus producing food. Now you got foods that produce mucus. Okay, the yogurt. Okay, that causes, it don't produce mucus. It says what histamines. Remember the paper you just read? Yogurt is in that list. Histamines, right? The banana. It said produce histamines, bro. Not mucus. The overabundant, the histamine, right? When you have a reaction, by consequence, mucus can produce. But just eating a banana causes histamine, doesn't cause mucus. No, but your paper don't say, here you go. Your paper says mucus producing foods. That's not the truth. You should say histamine producing foods, bro. See how you tricked us? And I know why you tricked us.
But
you wrote it.
If you would read, brother, you would see where I'm talking about histamines.
No, you wrote it.
You're just trying to.
I'm not. I'm saying I'm not picking. I'm not cherry picking you. I'm not cherry picking you, bro. Listen, bro, I'm right here. What causes the mucus? You should say what causes histamine. Do you get my point? You tricking from the start, bro. If you'd have said what causes histamine, I wouldn't be saying nothing about this section. Although, yeah, it's a difference. You do know that's a very important difference. That's the difference between being a quack and somebody know what the hell they talking about, Tom. I ain't even trying to be funny right now. It's not true. I just showed y'all the source. We just read it. I put it up here, yo. You think I'm really trying? It's right here. Look, right here, right, live in effect. Right, controlling histamine level. Nowhere on this motherfucker start talking about mucus, dog. How you do it? I know why you did it. You did that. You did your bro. I'm telling you, you act like I'm just trying to get you. I ain't trying to get you, Tom. Look, if we go down to here, this would kill you. This how we know where you coming from. We're right here. Look. See, it's right here. It's Dr. Sabi got you, yo. It's the Dr. Sabi syndrome, yo. That's what I'm saying, yo. So I'm just saying you made up your whole category called mucus food. It's really histamine. And actually, we kind of all learned something, and I appreciate it, yo. But you will not get us with, you won't jump straight from bananas to mucus. You got to go bananas, histamine, then have a person that has an allergic reaction that causes the what? Right here. You think I'm trying to be funny? It's right here. Hold on. It tells you. Because first of all, I didn't even know bananas cause histamine, bro. I learned that from you. I'm not ashamed to say I learned something, but I know when you was trickling, here you go. This is it. Nasal congestion and sinus issues. Yo, that's totally different from diving way over here to here. You diving out the window right here, completely. And it's confusing. That's all I'm saying, Tony. You can do better, bro. Yeah, you killed us. Yeah, you killed us.
That was good. That was good, Aunt. That was good.
Yep.
And a sidebar real quick before I forget, Morpheus and Tone, y'all might know each other because wasn't both of y'all at the DC chapter for Nuwapians?
I ain't never been a Nuwapian, bro. Sorry, wrong person.
Yeah, he never been in that.
Before the Nuwapians, that's right. You were before them, right?
Yeah, I ain't never been a Nuwapian, bro.
You wasn't with York on any level?
Again?
With Dr. York. You wasn't with Dr. York at all on any level?
No, I was an Ansar in 79, 80, 81.
Ansar, okay, Ansar. So you might not know Tone, he's a little late.
Right. Maybe, I don't know.
Okay. Apologies to you. I thought y'all might know each other.
No big deal. No big deal.
That's all I'm saying, Tone. Bananas don't cause mucus, bro. That's all I'm saying. Knock it off.
I think that what he's saying is because that was real good. He just telling you basically to kind of fix your layout. You know what I mean? It's good information. It's just it's not accurate.
Yeah, you went with the Sabi syndrome got you on that, Tone. That's all I'm saying, bro. I ain't trying to out-talk you. especially on Christmas Eve. Shout out to everybody that's enjoying out. Hey, Will, where you at, Will? Hey, Will, I see you there. Unmute yourself, Will.
He said he with his lady.
Oh, he with his lady just listening. Well, hey, Merry Christmas to you and your lady friend there, Will. If she knew just how crazy you is for real. All right, let me stop that. All right. Hey, Malcolm, how you doing, Malcolm?
Well, you a damn fool, man.
Yeah, we get to it, yo. We know how to get to it around here, yo. We know how to do it, yo. We learn real fast, real quick. See?
What's
good? You just having fun, man?
Listen to the conversation, man. I'm just trying to see where it was all going. Of course, I'm pretty well studied, I guess, somewhat in these areas. And I heard the question about mucus and histamine and allergic responses. And I did want to add that also note that mucus protects the stomach from allowing that acidic juice, the gastric juices in your stomach, from burning your stomach out. Matter of fact, if you don't have the appropriate amount of coating of mucus in your stomach, you'll have what they call ulcers. So, mucus is a protective mechanism. It's about 95% water and 5% goblet cells or something like that. So we know it's used to entrap pathogens and, keep the airway clean. In fact, if you take the body and you flip it inside out, you will see the inside, the internal skin. It's different from the external skin. The internal skin is what they call epithelial layer. And it's real slimy. It should be juicy, right? It should be moist. Otherwise, you will have a lot of irritation in certain areas. I think Cedric hit on you trouble digesting your food. So when you mentioned histamine, it sounded like you was making histamine equivalent to mucus, and histamine is naturally produced by the body.
No, that not at all. That's not what I'm saying. And I think that's been misinterpreted this whole conversation. I think I don't know if it's been done willfully or unwillfully, but it's been misinterpreted.
So I'll say this.
Where he wrote a paper that said bananas cause mucus. We ain't willfully nothing. You wrote it once again in your own words, bro.
You just said histamine, bro, not mucus. He's talking about histamine.
No, but you said bananas called. Hold on, man. I know what I'm saying. You talking about we willfully doing something. No, you willfully said bananas and mucus. The two don't go together. Now, if you said bananas and histamines, which we all learned today, then you will be correct, bro. Stop it. Knock it off.
Now, Tone, you did bring up cognitive dissonance, correct?
Yeah, I said that we having a gap.
Where? You wrote it. You gave us an article that said one something.
Is it possible that the gap is yourself?
No, the way that I'm listening, the way that you guys are listening and trying to interpret what I'm trying to say versus what I'm saying.
All right, bro. What you saying, bro? Because I'm gonna pull your paper up and see what you're saying.
Listen, I'm not getting ready to go into that again. I done said it about 50 gazillion times already.
Did you write and your word? No, forget them articles. You the guy. It say what causes mucus.
Don't forget the articles. Read the
That's
articles.
fine. I know, but your articles don't help you. Look, yo, it say what causes the mucus. Did you write that, Tom? Or am I just tripping right now? I'm reading it wrong.
And if you continue to read, you'll see what causes
foods.
Mucus.
Okay. It say, yeah, but she got to put it in the title though.
Well, let me ask you this, Tom. Let me ask you this, because
it's good information right here, Tom.
You said, Tom, that excess mucus in the body is bad for you, correct?
Yeah.
But we have established that excess mucus in the body is a positive because it's a defense mechanism.
No, that is not true. That is absolutely 100% not true, bro. When your body has excess phlegm, mucus, which is the same thing, your body tries to get rid of it. Your body has to get rid of that. Too much of that is bad for you. You got to know that.
Well, right, but the body's producing that mucus because something is going on, and it wants to expel whatever that is out of the body. So if you got mucus, you got cilia inside of your lungs, you're gonna sweep it up so you can cough it out. So,
but what if you can't cough it out? What if you do it so much so you develop a coating on your throat or in your upper passages where you breathe? that leads to breathing diseases. You know, I can't remember any of some of them right now, but when you have upper respiratory diseases and things like that, because you have, you know what I'm saying? And then what happens when that mucus, that excess mucus is just in your throat lining or your upper respiratory system, and it's got germs. If you got too much excess mucus in your lungs, like because you breathe dirt and air and pollen all the time, then that's not good for you, especially a smoker, somebody who smokes all the time. That's not good for you.
Okay,
Well,
okay,
I'm
so
trying to
Tone.
get you to understand.
No, I got you, Tone. I got you, Tone. So Tone, let me ask you this. So in that list that you got, right? The list, and we pointed out what Ark pointed out about histamines, right? Are those foods guaranteed to cause histamines, or are they on a case-to-case basis?
Okay, and this is probably why I should have been a little bit more clear. That's a case-to-case basis. That's not for everybody.
Says who, Tone?
Hey, says you, says you,
So the buildup of antihistamine reaction is a case-to-case basis. That's not saying those foods would necessarily cause an histamine reaction in everybody.
You just got him.
Well,
Yeah, you just killed him.
Right.
My fault.
So,
he just killed you, Tone. Don't agree to that, Tone. You about to die. Got you in the trap.
Can you be quiet? Oh, God.
All right,
man.
all right, I'm be quiet. You're right.
Let me answer the cat.
I was trying to help you out. You setting the trap.
I'm gonna burn your ass Monday. Just know that. I'm gonna burn you up on Monday.
Hey, Tone, you understand my question?
Yes, and I'm gonna try to explain it to you. Those there are foods, you know what I'm saying, that we eat that have a propensity, like Aunt said, to cause excess mucus. And that's just say that. That's just gonna be with everybody.
I said histamine.
But what I'm saying is also is that specific foods like bananas and you know, strawberries or nuts, or, you know, I'm saying certain things, some people are going to be more tolerant than other people when it triggers their histamine to go into to you know.
Yeah, that's an allergic response. That's what we're saying, that causes an exact immune.
And you know what? That's what I've been saying too the whole time.
But their food has what they call an allergen on it. So what happens is somebody eats shellfish one time in their life, and then they come back and eat it 2 weeks later. Well, the first time they ate it, the body didn't like it. The body gonna say, "Man, what the hell was that?" And they're gonna develop what they call sensitization to it. So they're gonna be very sensitive or hypersensitivity to it. So when they see it a second time, the body's gonna attack it as if it was a pathogen. And they're gonna have an exaggerated.
Thank you, Malcolm.
And so what happens is your mast cells got these little bitty round balls inside of it called histamine. And so when those allergens connect to those antibodies on those mast cells, it's gonna break open and it's gonna release those little histamine packets in the blood. And you know what histamine is gonna do?
It's gonna try to get rid of. Yep, I agree with you.
It's going to go to multiple different areas of the body. It's going to go to the gastrointestinal system, may cause gastric issues or diarrhea or vomiting. It's going to go
you might swell up in the throat. You might do all of that.
Right. It might cause some angioedema. But what it's going to do is make those vessels very leaky. But histamine doesn't just come out when it's introduced to foods, though. If you play basketball against me and I break your ankle, which I would probably do, your ankle will swell up, right?
Was that a shot at me, man? I mean, come on, bro. Come
anybody. On. But
so don't be sensitive now.
What would happen?
I'm throwing a shot back, bro.
Yeah, it was a joke. But when you have,
I know you're being facetious. My goodness, come on, man. I ain't like
when you have swelling or an injury or something like that, that's because of histamine release. That's fluid leaking outside of your blood vessels called plasma and going into the space around your blood vessels because of that histamine. Histamine make your blood vessels leaky. So you're going to leak that plasma out and you're going to see that swelling on that broken ankle. So histamine is not just released in an allergic response. It's released in injury and even inflammation too.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you on that. It's not just for food. It's not just for food. It's for like I can go outside and have a histamine over responsive histamine, because of course we have histamine already in our body, like you were saying. You know what I'm saying? I can go outside and cut the grass without wearing, you know what I'm saying, a mask or whatever to protect whatever I'm breathing in, and I might get too much of it in me. And when I get too much of it in me, like you said, my body's gonna go into self-defense mode.
Hey, Tone, so watch this. So what if a person never has no reaction to none of that food on that list?
They're gonna build up excess mucus?
You must be a robot then.
No, don't jump in. Don't jump in. No, you got him. Let me explain what he just did to
ask me
you.
a question.
No, he didn't ask you a question. It was facetious. It wasn't a question. Because I'm ready to move forward now. Let's explain just what on. We don't got to drag it out. What this guy did was he came on and he act like that normally functioning human beings will have a problem with overproduction of mucus if they eat this, and this. This is the game he's playing. How do we know that's what he's saying? Because he's hooked to Dr. Sebi, and that's what Dr. Sebi says. So intelligent people that really sit around and think all day really put that together real fast. The next point is, he's not talking about people that have, intolerance to histamines, which the scientific paper I showed said. He's talking about everyday old regular people. He's promoting like, hey, everyday old regular people, you need to do this, and this, so you don't overproduce something that's not good for you. That's a bunch of malarkey, bro. You know it. I don't feel like playing this game, bro. We heard everything you said. You brought sources to beat you up, and the conversation is over with. Now let's move to the vaccines. You flim, flam, bam, bamless, and we're not buying that. Tell it to somebody else, bro. We don't believe you.
Hey, just remember, and with that being said, just remember Calvin and the Hobbes. Just remember Calvin and the Hobbes, Calvin.
I don't know. I can't even catch the joke because I don't even know who the hell Calvin and Hobbes is. Now, let's move on to your next statement. Never heard of it.
I know you've seen the comments.
Never heard of it.
With his make-believe friend. What I'm trying to say, you just made all that up. You just made that up.
So you basically saying you're not saying that all those foods that you listed in your paper don't cause mucus?
No, I didn't say that they don't.
Do they? I'm gonna say this again, bro. You named the two. The list to say it causes mucus, bro. Did you write that?
Yeah, I put that on the paper.
Okay, yeah. But you didn't say if you are allergic to it, it will cause. If you have histamine intolerance, right? And if you have an intolerance, hold on, bro. I didn't cut you off.
Go ahead.
You didn't say that if you have a histamine intolerance, right, then these foods will do this. You didn't say that, bro.
Okay, check this
you
out.
said that this food for you. Then you start saying, well, everybody, bro, you're playing the game now.
I have a question.
Okay, hold on, Pete. Before you go there, let me respond.
Just want to move forward. It's no need. We don't believe you.
No. You can't move forward yet. I gotta be able to respond to you.
Respond to what? We're in the round circle of buffoonery at this point. You're lagging on. We know what you tried to do. You tried to do the Dr. Sebi thing when food and mucus becomes an enemy.
My goodness. What I said a few minutes ago when me and Mr. Morpheus was having a conversation, I said that perhaps maybe that I could have explained it a little bit better in the title of what I was saying, because somebody else had interjected and said, so is this for everybody? And I said it could or couldn't be. If the shoe fits, then you probably could wear it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not applied to everyone. I said specifically that maybe perhaps I could have been a little bit more specific with the title of it, but that's not to say that it doesn't happen.
Only if you have an allergic reaction, yo.
Well, hold on.
Don't you get that, though, Tone? You trying to be funny, Tone? I think you're trying to be funny, Tone. Right, I think you're trying to insult our intelligence.
It sounds like a person. Yeah, Tone. It sounds like based on that, right? That based on that list, a person should get an allergic test to see if they're allergic to those foods on that list. You feel me?
Right. Perfect. Right. And they got allergy test.
So my question to Tone is this: with your own personal diet, Tone, so that we can kind of just personalize it. Your own personal diet. Would you agree that one of the functions, not in totality, but one of the functions of your personal diet is to reduce excess mucus or not cause excess mucus in your body? Would you agree to that?
One of the goals would be, yeah.
So one of the goals would be to not have excess mucus in the body.
Right.
Okay. Now you know what happened with Sabi when he did that, right?
That's what I said. That's what I said.
But that what
Wolf
you're
is
trying to
already
get
told
at,
you, right?
what you're trying to get at, and what you're trying to say is two different levels. You're on two different levels.
Okay.
Because I'm not trying to rid my body of mucus. Why would I want to do that when I know that you need mucus? You know what I'm saying, in your stomach. You know what I'm saying, to help
but you
keep you
believe
and
that
all this other
eating,
stuff.
but you believe eating in a certain way will help you from getting excess mucus in your body. You think
Well,
that
I
the
tell you
food is
what.
going to stop you from?
Yes, I believe that. I believe that, and let me tell you why. Because those those foods on that list, the things that cause a histamine reaction to get the mucus. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, a lot of that stuff apply to me. A lot of that stuff apply to me. Milk from a cow. You know what I'm saying? And cheese, which come from the dairy of the milk of a cow. You know what I'm saying? Those kinds of things, they apply to me.
Well,
And if you take a brutal, honest look at it, man, it might apply to a lot of y'all.
It's possible, but here's the thing. Someone said it earlier and alluded to, why not just get an allergic test to see what you're allergic to? That way you would know,
That's cool.
for sure.
That's cool. I agree with that. I agree with that 100%. But also, see, we can't discount the fact that, okay, certain things that you eat, like really a lot of things that you eat, like certain breads, you know what I'm saying? Certain things that you eat, man, is just going to cause your histamine. Like I was saying a few minutes ago, just going to cause your histamine to go into hyper mode. And you're going to start producing phlegm. I know you've been sitting at Thanksgiving dinner once in your
You
life, and
still don't understand what allergic reaction look like.
You're doing the same thing again, Tone. You're saying the same thing. You got to be clear and say it could happen in an individual case.
It's not a general case.
But this is a good segue. It's a good segue.
And Malcolm just explained it. Once you have an allergic reaction once, the second time is going to be more severe. The third time going to end you up in the hospital. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Hey, Tone, you know what? My only issue with that paper is that if I was a layman and I read that paper, I would walk away thinking that all these foods are definitely, you feel me, going to be detrimental to me, right? That's what I would walk away with, right? If I read it that way, as opposed to, like you said, now that we're correcting things and we detailing things like have an allergy test, what our uncle them broke down as far as so by far, what we detailed the histamines and all that information, all that data would make it more clearer. You feel me? To the regular layman, because that's why I keep asking: is these foods guaranteed to do this to everybody? And the answer is clearly no. But I wouldn't walk away if we didn't have this conversation and I just read that paper. I wouldn't walk away with that understanding. Feel me?
Good point.
Yeah, the perfect thing to do would be to get an allergy test. They'll test you for so much. So yeah, you can have mild allergic reactions to food, but you wouldn't know you have that if you don't get an allergy test.
Right.
So can I ask a question? Can I ask a question back to you guys? So what happens, like when the brothers are just speaking, what happens when you have these mild allergic reactions to these foods that are triggering your histamines to hyperdrive and you start producing mucus? But in, you know what I'm saying, you think, I'm just saying a what if, a hypothetical. It's not a fact. It's just a hypothetical. What if you go around thinking that that's normal? Oh, because I ate too much food. And you know what I'm saying, you do this on a continuously daily basis. Let's just consider that. That's all I'm saying. Consider that. And if you consider that, where does that lead you to?
That leads your immune system to help.
So watch this. Hold on, wait.
It leads you to wanting to eat better and lead a healthier lifestyle.
Okay, so watch this though. So watch this now. Hold up now. So now when we look at that list again, we gotta look at that list as all the things on that list that are beneficial to the body. Because the way it looks, the way it's going down, I'm reading it as if the things on this food are completely detrimental to the body. So watch this. So if I'm not allergic to it, are there things on that list that are beneficial to the body?
Yeah.
Everything.
But check this out. Check this out, Mr. Morpheus. Banana, you wouldn't in your wildest dream think that banana would not be beneficial to you. And banana is beneficial to you. But the part that I'm getting at with the banana is that when it's not ripe, you know what I'm saying? Because I can tolerate a banana when it's ripe. I put it in my cereal, I put it in my smoothie, you know what I'm saying, and all of that stuff. But what I'm saying is, somebody thinks,
when the banana green, you gotta boil it. I'm from the Caribbean. We don't eat green banana every day. We don't boil it.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying though. But see, sometimes, and you wouldn't think that a strawberry might be bad for you either. But you know what I'm saying, it could be. The little seeds, you know what I'm saying, those little seeds on the outside of the strawberry, they could be bad for you and cause a reaction.
Tony, I agree with you, Tone, but you're talking very vague. You're not saying you have to say that's on an individual basis. You can't.
And that's why I said earlier. That's why I said earlier, maybe I could have been more specific to say on an individual basis, because a lot of that stuff applies to me.
Okay,
and I realize everybody made me.
And if you have a light reaction, that doesn't set your mucus production.
We won't move forward. We won't move forward. We won't move forward.
I got a question to move that forward.
Because in a minute, he's going to make me read that whole damn paper before the show with. In a minute. Don't make me read it now, Tone, because
I got a question for Tone.
Okay, because I'm going to read. Don't make me read it, Tone. I'm trying to back off, Tone. Okay?
So Tone, my question to you is this, because we want to segue into the vaccine thing. In your opinion, are there foods that will protect you against the virus? I'm talking about the COVID virus. Tone?
That's a good question.
I heard what you're saying, but I hear what you're saying, but there could be foods that could be positive in reinforcing your immune system to help you fend it off.
What do you mean by that? Explain that. Reinforce your immune system. You want to say boost. What does that mean?
Okay, boost. Reinforce, boost. There are foods that will do that.
Yeah, but what does that?
Nope. There is no food that will boost your immune system. You made that up.
There is none. But what he did ask, Unc, was what food
does everybody on the program on the panel agree with that statement?
Can't boost your immune system.
I don't agree with it.
Use your immune system. Your immune system.
No, I'm not talking about what I said. I'm talking about what Unc just said.
Yeah, I agree with
right. Your immune system functions optimally or it doesn't.
There's no food
boost your immune
system. It's not.
There's no food.
Hold on. Let Fritz. Hold on. Everybody go down the line. Fritz, you go first. Please tell us how you boost your immune system, Mr. Fritz. Go ahead.
You can't boost your immune system. Your body needs rest.
Oh, okay. Okay. He said, does everyone on the panel agree that you can't boost your immune system? I'm saying you can't boost it.
No. Say it how I said it. Say it how I said it.
Boost your immune system.
Let me finish. You can't boost your immune system through eating particular fruits. No, you can boost your immune system on an individual case by eating foods that are good for your system, and it will build your whole system. It's not going to boost just your immune system. It'll build all the systems within your body. There's nothing that boosts your immune system directly, except for good sleep and keep and maintaining your body healthily. That's it.
So yeah, that would be
show me one fruit that boosts your immune system or anything.
Yeah, you maintain. So it'd be maintenance. Food help maintain your immune system, but it doesn't boost it.
Thank you.
Does anybody know how many minerals on the period?
Nah, man, we don't want no.
So now I can't ask questions. I can't ask questions.
So we're talking about boosting them. We're talking about boosting the immune system, Tony.
Right.
You trying to switch us up with the curveball? Trying to throw the curveball, Tony.
Don't keep me from asking questions now. Is that what?
But we talk. Okay, man, no, I'm saying is we talked about boosting. No, it sound like you're trying to practice pseudoisms in the middle of nowhere.
So I can't ask no questions, huh?
Here you go with the Gist Gallop question. Go ahead.
Does anybody know how many minerals there are?
I don't. How many tones?
There's
How
96
many minerals
minerals.
in what? The human body?
Just minerals.
On Earth.
You know, minerals that the body could use.
102.
Okay. I said 96, but you sound more correct than I do.
So you didn't know? You asked a question. You don't know?
Because I knew the number was right around there. And if you was going to hit me off with some 50 something or 60 whatever, I knew you was wrong. But I'm asking that question. I'm asking that question.
Keep going.
Yeah. You know how you came to that, Tone? But I got you. Where you got that from, I guess how you got mixed up is because sea moss has 92 by itself.
Okay, yeah. So what I'm saying is this. Does when you have certain minerals that affect your body, you know your body ain't just made up of one, you know what I'm saying, system. It's made up of different systems. Correct?
Trying to make us forget the point now. I see what you're doing. You're dragging it out.
Come on,
Tony.
bro. Come on. If you smart, you'll remember.
Go ahead, Tony.
So you got your system is made up of different systems, man. Your body is made up of different systems. Okay?
Pseudo system.
What else? In one of those systems, you got your immune system.
Okay.
So certain minerals will affect your immune system more so than they would other systems in your body. Not to say that they wouldn't help it function better, but they affect other
All right, where you get that from? Where you get that from? Where you get that from?
Yes.
That was my next question.
I can tell you the stuff, man. You're gonna have to source it out for yourself, bro. If you want
wait. No, Tone. Get back to the point, Tone. Tone, you said you can boost your immune system, Tone, with food. Now we're on the minerals of 102 minerals. I'm trying to tie it together with you, bro. Walk us down the street. Come on, Tone, help us out here, bro.
Listen, I can't walk you down the street if you're gonna be tugging and pulling on the leash.
I'm not gonna tug. Okay, go ahead, keep going. I just want to keep. We have an audience that's listening, so I just wanted to, you know how you put the bracket points. I want the bracket points so the audience can follow you. Tone is trying to tell us, he's trying to build his way up on how you can literally boost your immune system with food. We already told him he can't do it, but now he's in a convincing stage. Well, go ahead and convince Tone. Go ahead.
Okay, and then after I tell you this, I want you to tell me why food can't boost the immune system. But anyway,
I'm gonna need an antihistamine for laughter.
So you have vitamin C. You have vitamin C, you have vitamin D3, you have elderberry, you know what I'm saying? Those types of things. You have echinacea. And the reason why the cat said the 102 minerals that come from the sea moss is because it's got all of those minerals, and that's why it's so good for you. So you come on, man.
We never said it's not
you
good
are
for you,
what you eat, bro. You are what you eat.
Tone, how does it boost your immune system? That's all we're asking.
Okay, so vitamin D3, vitamin D, right? It what it does is it triggers a response from your antibodies to build up your antibodies.
And does that
That's
go
what
to your
vitamin
immune,
D3 does.
and does that go to your immune system only, or to all systems in your body?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I just said earlier.
So how does it
Some
boost
parts
your
of your
immune system
body it
only?
can
What
still benefit from, but it specifically goes to your immune system can
fruit?
also benefit greatly
What
from
kind
it.
of mineral is
What?
vitamin D?
Yeah,
Huh?
but what we want to ask him,
What
Cedric,
kind of
what
mineral
fruit?
is vitamin D?
What
Okay,
fruit does?
vitamin D. Okay, one at a time, bro.
Let me ask him one question. What fruit directly boosts your immune system? Not the whole of your systems in your body, the immune system.
I can't. Something is in the background.
Do you want me to say it again? What
Yeah.
Mute your
fruit?
mic out.
That ain't me. Yeah, he said he was talking to somebody. I'm gonna move that.
Shall I say it again now? Yeah. What fruit directly boosts your immune system? Not all the systems in your body. When you eat a fruit, that vitamin D is shared among all the systems in your body. It doesn't just go to your immune system. So I'm asking, what fruit does that directly? What do you eat and it goes past all your systems and goes to your immune system?
Okay, this is Fitzgerald, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Fitzroy.
So sorry, Fitzroy. So what I'm saying is what I said a few minutes ago, that your body can all benefit from the particular mineral, but it may also affect your immune system more so than it would others. Some of that would be vitamin C. You know what I'm saying? Like from a grapefruit, from an orange, or anything high in vitamin C. Anything high, you know what I'm saying? Any fruit that might have zinc in it.
So sorry, Tone, how does it boost your immune system if it's just doing its general stuff?
Because what happens is the vitamin has minerals in it, vitamin C or vitamin D. So let's go back to vitamin D. Any fruit that would have vitamin D in it. Vitamin D,
Sorry, Tone. So we get that. Does that, all right, let me put it in this way. Does that trigger a faster immune response? Because that's what your immune system does. So is that what you're saying? You eat that fruit, it boosts your immune system to give it a faster immune response.
I think it does. It boosts the antibodies. It can trigger the antibodies.
Hey, hold on, Tone. I want you to answer. Cedric had a question regarding.
No, but Fitzroy, you know what I'm saying? Did you hear what I said?
Say it again, sorry.
I said vitamin D3 triggers your body to make antibodies. Just so, like, if you go, that's why they say when you go outside and stand outside and you get absorbed with the sun, it's like photosynthesis to a plant. When you get that vitamin D that comes from, you know what I'm saying, from the sun, your body can absorb that and take that and trigger that and make its own mineral. Some of us need help in that because we're deficient in the vitamin D. So we take extra vitamins to get that vitamin D. But foods that have vitamin D can trigger that antibody response.
It can trigger it. So no, that's you see, you've mixed it up again. I asked if that triggers an immune response, a faster immune response. If you eat something, if you eat a fruit or something, and it affects your immune system, that means you can't eat that fruit. That's just it, full stop. It shouldn't affect your immune system at all. That fruit is bad for you, like we've been saying. You've got an allergic reaction. You got allergic reaction.
Hey man, vitamin D does not cause a fucking immune response, yo.
No, well, I know that, but I'm just trying to get through.
Yeah, but I just want to say that for the people listening, because he made that statement, man.
Well, hold on.
No
Cedric
vitamin,
had a
no
great
food.
question for him that I would like Cedric to ask his question again and get Tone's response, please. So, Cedric, can you ask your question, please? You got to mute out. Cedric, you're muted. Cedric, you still muted. You still muted.
I'm sorry. I'm getting like Unc. I'm getting old. Unc, you was muted. Well, first I'm gonna make a statement, and then I'm gonna ask a simple question. first of all, we seem to have a confusion where language is concerned. I'm noticing that tone, you probably don't fully understand the words that you're using, and that's just my interpretation. Again, everything that you're saying, I'm a biochemist, and what you're saying is sort of okay, sort of good, but it all only contribute to what Malcolm and I and Fitz have been saying. Optimal, maintain good functioning of. You can either function less or you can function optimal. There's no way, nothing you're gonna take that's gonna take your immune system from functioning good, optimal, to better, which would entail boosting. So your immune system either functions optimally or it doesn't. I have lupus, so my immune system doesn't function optimally. That's just my immune system is haywire. I have autoimmune disease. So my immune system is haywire. You can see my skin, etc. That's from lupus, a deficient immune system. There is no food. There is nothing I'm going to eat or consume that is going to make my immune system function better than optimal. And optimal right now is less than what normal would be for the average person. Now, that's the statement.
So optimum is the ceiling. That is the ceiling.
It's the ceiling. That's it. You don't get better than optimum.
All right, so let me ask this basic question for people listening or whatever. What is the difference between a vitamin and a mineral?
That is the question I wanted to know, because we started with 102 minerals and then we ended up talking about vitamin. And my understanding of as a biochemist, the group of vitamins, and what don't you explain? Because you seem to confuse the two.
Vitamin is just vital minerals.
No, it's not.
Okay, explain it to me.
Vitamins are acids, are chemical compounds.
They're mostly acid. Look, guys, I'm reading online. Vitamins are organic substances, which means they were made by plants or animals. Minerals are inorganic elements that come from soil and water. Did you catch that? So the difference between the two is one is organic and the other is inorganic.
Inorganic.
Right. So where do you get vital? Where do you get vita? Vita. The word vita.
What are you doing, yo?
Come on, fellas, let's use it.
Vitamin C is ascorbic acid. Vitamin C.
Mineral.
Vitamin C.
How about television? How about that?
That's not a word. That ain't a word.
Yeah, but vital minerals ain't a word neither, yo. You made up vital minerals. It's the same thing.
Vitamin.
Nah, man. Television.
I think it's vital amines. I don't even think it's vital minerals.
I don't want to say y'all messed up the fun, but go ahead.
A vitamin usually helps pull minerals in, like vitamin D, for example. And you do not get vitamin D from the sun. That's another misconception. The sunlight produces vitamin D. The vitamin D allows calcium into the cell.
Hey, but hold on. I said that. To be clear, I said that the sun, when people say you go outside and you stand in the sun, your body turns it into a vitamin. So when the brother was talking earlier about inorganic versus, you know what I'm saying, what the other phrase that he said alongside of that as a comparison, that's what I'm talking about when I say the sun. In long story short. So when you're standing there, your body can take that sunlight and take it and turn it into what a mineral that it needs to sustain itself.
UVV.
Yeah, your liver produces vitamin D via sunlight.
UVV.
But But you're confusing two things: inorganic and organic. A mineral is inorganic. You go, you crack a rock, you get mineral. Your body, plants or animals produces vitamins. It's a chemical compound consisting of organic material. So HCNO. Since you want to talk about a periodic chart, let's go. Sodium chlorate, NaCl, that's a mineral, a compound of two minerals, right? It's a salt, right? That's not produced by the body. We need to consume that.
Correct.
So you get the difference?
Still
with us, too?
Yeah, I'm listening. Go ahead.
So you get a fundamental difference between the two. And again, do you understand optimal functioning of the body requires all those elements and in the right concentration to function optimally? So proper diet, proper exercise, necessary sleep, sufficient water. These are the elements that a healthy body overall consists of. And therein also would entail a healthy and optimal functioning immune system. That doesn't prevent you from getting sick. That doesn't prevent you from becoming infected and developing a disease, especially when we are confronted with a novel coronavirus, a virus that has recently made a zoonotic jump and is new amongst human beings. That's why 5 so much million people have died worldwide. You understand the difference?
Said you could have, if it doesn't produce an immune response, it doesn't produce a faster immune response. You could have the best, you could have the best immune system in the world. It still doesn't matter. Don't matter. You could still, it doesn't make it faster. It's not going to do nothing.
There is no way to make it faster. And the fact that this virus is novel is a primary reason why it takes so long for our body to respond. Malcolm, go ahead.
I compare the immune system to like your height, right? Once you're 18 or above, you don't get no taller, right? You typically only get shorter. And that's kind of how the immune system is. You don't get more immune unless you're being immunized against a particular pathogen. That's where vaccines come in. So you can't boost the entire immune system unless you're really getting a booster.
And Malcolm, I think some of them think that you boost your immune system and that's a cure to everything. They don't get what the immune system does.
And I say that's because a lot of our predecessors, a lot of our teachers taught us how to heal through foods only. They never really taught about the immune system. So we only concerned with good health. Nobody telling us about monocytes, basophil. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody talking about that kind of.
Hey, but check this out. I had a question. So who was just speaking? I'm sorry.
That was Malcolm.
So we're moving out. We're moving on now. We're moving forward.
Okay, you want to cut me off again, Unc?
I'm just making sure we're moving forward because we don't want to stay too long on that.
Listen, if I got a question, bro, can I ask the question?
I know, but let's finish so we realize that you cannot boost your immune system. Now go ahead and ask your question. Go ahead, because you ain't proving.
Now, I think that's what your plan was. I think you wanted me to forget the immune system.
Well, I got a question for you, Tom. But go ahead.
But what I was going to say was that, you know what I'm saying, when you said to the fact earlier that, you know, we think that eating healthy can't boost our immune system, but a lot of, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people aren't eating healthy. You know what I'm saying? This has nothing to do with, you know what I'm saying, I'm just making a statement. A lot of people aren't eating healthy. So when you put good things, in your body, if your body is got caked up with all kinds of garbage, then you know what I'm saying, your body is not going to absorb the good things that you're trying to do.
What's your
then it's going to be easier for you to get sick. Now that's just a statement that I'm making. That's my point.
Can I interject?
Who's that? Sean, go on, Sean.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
Peace, Sean.
Big up, Sean.
It is what it is. Great show last night.
Hey, yeah. I was about to go live, but then I seen an email from real quick. I think that the trouble that people are having is understanding the immune system and how it actually functions. I think that's the problem, because if we talk to people and we have a conversation with people and we ask them what are the parts of the immune system or how does the immune system function, they wouldn't be able to tell us exactly the different parts of the immune system and how they function. They would only think or assume that because they got sick before and they recovered from that sickness, that their immune system had to be functioning properly because of the period of time or the lapse of time that went by as far as their symptoms were concerned. However, they don't know how severe the disease is spread in other areas and is just, sitting there or formulating a potential serious threat down the line. But I heard that y'all was speaking about supplements like vitamins and things of that nature, and people are of the assumption that these supplements or these vitamins, which are in these or we could say herbs, but in this instance vitamins particular, because that was what I just heard, can help ail or treat or anything like that, or prevent COVID, then that's a false narrative. So what I put on the screen was a medicinenet.com, which is a reliable source and a trade. It teaches you all kind of jargon and things, medical jargon and things of that nature. And it says here that it is important to note that no vitamin or supplement can cure COVID-19, nor is there solid evidence in any non-FDA approved vitamin or supplement has any effect on COVID-19. So I think that we need to put it in context on what we're actually arguing for or against. So for those of you who think that, and I believe Brother William and I think is that Tony, I think that was here last time. So if I said that right, if I didn't get your name right, my bad. But last time stated that he actually, hold on, let me get out of this share. Tony actually stated last time that he was naturally infected. He had caught COVID. All right. So in the event that you catch COVID, your immune system is supposed to train itself to recognize the foreign pathogen again, preventing you from being pretty much like reinfected and having severe disease spread. Right. But what's happening is that the reinfection rate is now 5.3 times higher than Delta. People are becoming more infected. So now we have to look at, all right, what's happening? Ladies and gentlemen, I was going to say this on an individual show, but I'm going to say this right now. Everybody is going to encounter potentially some type of a breakthrough infection or reinfection. It is what happens to you when that occurs that matters. What I mean by that is how severe is the disease, the symptoms. Once you develop symptoms, how severe is the disease? Because some people will develop severe disease from the reinfections. Some people with breakthrough infections will never experience a severe disease because the vaccines do something that natural infection does not do. This is the benefit of being vaccinated. I'm going to say it again. The benefit of being vaccinated is stopping severe disease. Reinfection doesn't do that. Also, vaccination has trains your immune system to recognize the spike. Natural infection doesn't train your immune system to recognize the spike. As a matter of fact, you could be reinfected over and over the more variants that come. We got people that's been infected or reinfected 3 times, 4 times. You know what I'm saying? That's proof positive that the science is accurate in stating that 36% are asymptomatic people who have caught COVID. 36% of them, that asymptomatic response, hadn't developed any type of immunity toward that. We have to take that into account. That means you're a walking virus at that point, meaning your viral shedding period right, isn't induced because we haven't seen the natural infection induction has reduced like it would be in a vaccine. They're still having a quarantine 10 days. So I think we just need to be like we slow it down, see if we can get to the immune system with these people, and then understand the basics of the immune system, and then overcoming some of these hurdles.
Where you at, Sean? We was on the boost your immune system. Where you at? You went?
No. I just was slide some stuff in there real quick. But as far as you can't boost your immune system because you'll kill yourself. Just like you can't, but if you can't change the pH level in your body, you'll kill yourself.
Right. You can't do the shit.
So you can't do neither one of those things.
Point one unit
alkaline
change in your pH, you're dead. And your stomach has a pH of 2. Everything that falls in your stomach and reaches a pH of 2. Everything, doesn't matter what you consume, it hits that stomach acid and the pH is 2, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's say, okay, we all know you can't boost your immune system, but let's say we can. He was basically saying you can, and it triggers a faster immune response. And I would like to know how that works, because then he doesn't know how the immune system works if he says that.
He needs a PhD and 5 Nobel Prizes if he figures out a way to make the immune system work faster.
That's crazy.
Tone. So I want to revisit my question for Tone. Tone, are you here?
Nope, we probably muted out hiding. We call it muted out hiding.
Yeah, I want to get back.
Go ahead, P, but go ahead.
So
P,
this is the original.
But go ahead, I'm listening.
All right. Well, this is the original question that Cedric had for you earlier. You were talking about vitamins. So, what type of mineral is vitamin D?
At a family function.
I don't know that answer.
Okay, we'll accept that. I'm just messing with you, Tom.
Yeah, he's saying you mix it up. All right, so let's move forward. The next thing is, let's talk about vaccines. Statements are always made that vaccines aren't for everybody. So I'm gonna go first, right? Vaccines are for the human being. Now, it might work a little different on each individual based off their immune system. You got a compromised immune system, like Cedric, right? There's certain things you might have to do, okay? But normally function immune systems, right? There's always a certain level of protection you'll get based off of your situation. We get that. But when people make that statement, what they're really saying is that I ain't got to take no vaccine, not because it's compromised, not because of this, not because of that, right? But because, I'm saying, I don't need one. That's the force right there. That's the force, right? We know medicine affects us all a little differently, right? That's why you go to a doctor and prescribes it to you, right? Okay, we understand that. But when a person who's against vaccinations make that statement, they're trying to prove a point here that everybody just don't need vaccines. That's my open statement right there. Tony, Sean, P, somebody.
I'm gonna say this. Vaccine, the trials are conducted, and as with everything, there's a bell curve. And the vaccines are fine-tuned during that trial period so that the largest group of people fall within the bell curve. And that bell curve indicates a range of protection. So the vaccine is designed, the dosage and the amounts are constructed in such a way that gives most people the mean coverage that is expected. So yes, there are gonna be outliers, but the vaccine is developed to service as large a population as possible. So yes, the vaccines are created for everybody. There are individual cases, right, where people who are immune compromised are taking immune suppressant drugs who a vaccine won't work or would have an adverse effect, they will not get the vaccine. But overall, the vaccine is developed to service a larger population as possible and giving the required protection that is the protection level that is required. So the statement vaccine ain't for everybody is a general statement that can't be made just based on the way the science is executed, the way vaccines are developed. Sean?
Yeah, so my thing about that statement, vaccines are not for everybody is actually laughable because they are. However, specifically speaking in the United States, right? Just to be more clear, scientists know, like you were saying, but scientists already know there's a large portion of the population, about 3 million people that are immunocompromised, meaning they will struggle to gain some type of immunity. So we need the people that are not, the majority of the people that are not, can create a bubble around those 3 million people to protect them. In the serious case of Colin Powell situation, right? He had a particular disease, right, that wouldn't allow him to gain any type of immunity because of the disease that he actually had destroys that type of protection that he developed. So it destroys that. So no matter what, how many of a booster shots or whatever he did, something was going to break through. He needed to be completely in a bubble, and the people around him needed to be as safe as possible to keep him upright. So we basically going to be repeating each other when we deal with this particular research question. If you say the vaccines are not for everybody, that's why they have a multitude of different vaccines. So we have to be more specific. Are you allergic to some of the contents in certain particular vaccines? All right, we have alternatives, right? They're working toward providing solutions for they already work toward it, but providing solutions for those people who claim to have issues with contents in the mRNA vaccine or in the viral vector vaccines like Johnson & Johnson, AstraZeneca, and so forth. Like they have those solutions. And in those solutions, they will provide astronomical protection. And the thing is people's kind of sliding in their personal choice here with that whole wordplay game about vaccines ain't for everybody.
I agree with you, Sean. We're always going to say this. Yeah. What you got to realize, what a vaccine does is not the same as saying, like what Tom was saying, like bananas, peanuts, them things are not for everybody. You can't, that's just not the same. But what a vaccine does, it triggers an immune response, which is for everybody. If you're human, it's for everybody. But there's individuals that can't have it because you have a compromised immune system, like Seth just said. But there's always, as Sean just said, there's a way around it. They're finding ways around it. So it's what it does, really, and that can work for everybody. But
you feeding back hard.
Sorry? But with context, you got to say with context, yes, it works for everybody. But then you got to kind of, you say, all right, it can work for everybody, but you got to look at that individual as well. Because they might have some kind of compromise with their immune system. And then, as Sean said, you can work your way around it. They're working their way around it to give you another way to stop you from having it. So
hold on, hey Tone, your phone right there. Tone, you want to talk about what you mean by that statement? Real quick for your phone die. Phone must have died already. Right on schedule.
He said he had questions.
He said every vaccine ain't for everybody. He hit us with the anti-vax statement though.
Why would it not be? It saved more lives than lost lives.
Because you got a choice. He said you got a choice. That's a Donald Trump statement.
Right. Yeah, but Donald Trump's vaccinated.
Of course, but he play everybody else off the side, of course.
Cool. They think that if you, what they're basically saying is that the vaccine doesn't give your immune system enough or boost it enough to cure whatever. They don't understand what the immune system does.
Right. So that, I mean, and that goes back to understanding vaccine science, just from the critical point of how this whole thing evolved from the earliest, inoculations all the way up to the stage 3 style vaccines. So the vaccine trigger is safe, right? It's the safest way to introduce your body to a foreign pathogen, right? Or in this instance, dealing with mRNA technology, it is a safer way to introduce your body to basically using a synthetic source to introduce your body to the foreign pathogen by recognizing the spike, right? That is something that is very important because of the way this virus is designed. The viral structure of SARS-CoV-2 is very, what they want to say, I think virologists use the term that it's big. It's not big in a sense where you could physically see it, but from a viral perspective, it's like a stupid virus. It shows you how it attacks your cell versus other viral structures that may be more evasive or elusive, like an HIV virus. So when you recognize how the virus enters the cell, you can develop a mechanism to defend that. But this is the thing. The vaccines only provide that type of protection. Natural infection does not do that at all.
Run it back.
All right. So the virus introduces itself in a way that allows you to be able to defend your body against it by using a vaccine. So the vaccine is this vaccine is the only thing that helps you recognize that entry point. All right. That spike that is used to enter the cell. We all know that. We've seen it displayed over and over and over again. The virus exposed itself. So virologists have identified that marker, immunologists and epidemiologists. Epidemiologists just track, they're doing all the data stuff. But they recognize how the entry point is, and then they turn around and develop the vaccine to prevent that entry point. Vaccines provide this only protection. Natural infection does not provide that protection, meaning you will continue to encounter the virus over and over and over and over and over and over again until it evades your protection, and then re-infect you again and again, because your body does not recognize the spike.
If all y'all naturally want to be infected, get your Honeywell mask, N95s. It's time to bring out the N95s again. Break them out. Good protection for you. All the cloth shirts and all this. Step it up. Yep, good point, Sean. When you first came on, we kind of touched on that earlier on how vaccine worked. We talked about so where you at with the boosters this week, Sean? Last week you were saying what? What were you saying? We had a healthy discussion.
I'm still where I'm at with the boosters. Even with Omicron being able to evade, vaccine protection. In most instances, the severe disease, death, and hospitalization numbers haven't changed. So the vaccines are still working effectively to prevent that hospitalization rate. However, more evidence is still required. We got to go with the data. So if the data changes, right, if that hospitalization number drops to 80,
Mute your mic.
It's booster shot time for me.
Eating some greens, man. I ain't crunching nothing. What the hell y'all talking about?
No. The music in the
There's
background.
music in the background. Somebody got some
Oh.
music.
He forgot all about the music because he didn't tuned it out. He got his earbuds in.
You see that shit? But you're right, Sean. I agree. Boosters are bringing us back to a false sense. It's creating a false narrative in how vaccines work. The boosters will help to prevent infections, but that, again, only for a short time, because naturally those IgG levels are going away. So,
Cedric, are you going against Racanella? Are you going against Vincent Racanella? So I just want to make sure I know.
Vince agrees with me.
I'm not going against anybody.
Vince don't agree with you, Sean.
I played the clip over and over.
Nah, you couldn't have played the clip. Because I heard what he said.
They're over and over again.
And I listened to it over and over again. I'm thinking he kind of tripped himself up a little bit.
No.
Yeah, Vince kind of tripped himself up a little bit there, bro. I'm gonna tell you, I'm an excellent listener.
I'm gonna say it again. I got Vince. I got Vince. I got Paul.
No, you don't got Vince. No, Vince got you.
These guys.
Nah, hold on. Hold on. Hey, yo, you played it yesterday. We can play it again. Vince and Racanella said. He said, I'm explaining to you what he said. Watch this. So he was saying, well, you can get a boost if you want to. You don't necessarily have to. That's what he said. And then he follows it up with this. He says this. He said, 8 to 6 months after getting vaccinated, right? The immunity starts to wane.
Facts.
Which would make a breakthrough infection based off of the Omicron and all that, right? A likely possibility. But even with that, you're still protected from getting severe disease. Watch this. And hospitalizations. He says, as a matter of fact, 2 to 5 years, you're still going to be good with that. And then he say, but if you want to bring that back up, you can get a booster.
Yes.
Right. So hold on. So I'm saying Vincent agrees with me.
Oh my goodness.
You know what I'm saying?
But he ain't even got a booster. He didn't.
He says no. He agreed. Yeah, he got
no. He has had a booster shot because he had to return back to the school.
Okay, so whoa. So Vincent, that's not my number one virologist. That's your number. My number one virologist is Peter Hotez, right?
Nah, he checked Peter Hotez.
Man, whatever. I'm just telling you who my favorite is.
No. If that's your guy, he got checked by Vincent.
Oh,
so
okay,
what you gonna do?
No, but he ain't get checked by no damn Vincent.
He did. Do you not want me to play when Vince corrected him? Do you not want me to play?
Man, they correct. Listen. Hold on.
I don't know
Let's not twist it.
Just know it's a fact.
Right, but that came out of the mouth of Vincent. So what are you talking about, Sean?
Cedric, he trying to play the game.
I'm not playing the game. Vincent said that.
Okay, so we listen to you. Now, do you want to hear the response to that?
What response? Your man said that.
No. Do you want to listen?
Did your man say that?
You're missing context.
What context? Play the clip, nigga, because I showed him listen to you. I ain't missed no context to that. There's no context to that. What are you talking about? It's simple. It's plain and simple. He explained it, right? He talked about if you don't get one, you good. If you do, it'll bring your immunity up. He said that.
Yeah. So I'm going to take the booster shot, knowing that in 8 months' time, I'm going to be in the same position that I am now. So breakthrough infections would most likely be possible. However, severity of infection will be minimal. That's a fact. Why? I got infected with COVID naturally after having my first and second shot. Right? I have a compromised immune system. Within 6 months, I got COVID. What did I have? I had a flu for about a week. I was fine. I was even on the panel with COVID. So I'm not necessarily scared, but if I can prevent me from getting infected in the next couple of months, I'm gonna take that. However, understanding that is just boosting that IgG level temporarily again. What I'm telling my body is, hey, you got COVID again. It's going to ramp that IgG level up. It's going to stay up for about 6 to 8 months. Then it's going to wane again. And I'm going to be just as susceptible to reinfections as the next guy. And that's the nature of this virus becoming endemic. So I'm not saying don't get the booster shot, especially for those who are immune compromised and you might be at a higher risk of ending up in a hospital. Get your booster shots. But overall, whether you do or don't, you're pretty much good. That's my professional opinion. Now, I don't know which biologists disagree with me.
Man, Vincent said that, man. Sean making it up. Sean know Vincent said that, man. He know that. You at Sean? Man, hey, Cedric, did you watch the show last night?
Yeah, I watched the show last night. I was like, what you were arguing with Unc about, but I didn't hear any arguments, so that's why.
I ain't arguing about no Vincent Raganella. Listen to Vincent Raganella. Shit, I heard him, and I heard him defeat himself.
Well, I don't know what I don't know what the prevailing theory is out there, but just based on my understanding, my professional opinion would be that. So people that are naturally at a higher risk, 65 and over, I would suggest that they get the booster shot. Everybody else, it's a case by case, whether you want to run the risk of having a breakthrough infection or not. For me, like I had COVID, I'm good. I'm gonna get my booster. I'm gonna get my booster and carry up my chances to 70% of preventing me from getting infected with Omicron. But then again, it only brings it up to about 70%. So there's still a 30% chance that even with a third shot, you're still gonna have symptomatic infection, although not severe.
Yeah, so you don't gotta keep going and going because you don't gotta keep going. You know, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because they wasn't even created to stop infection for real.
No, that conversation needs to be had a little more. What you're seeing in the media is the reporting of infections, but they don't couple that to hospitalizations so we can realize that the vaccine is actually doing what it's supposed to do. Vaccines were never designed to prevent infection.
That's a bonus.
Symptomatic infections are due primarily to where this virus replicates in your nasal cavity and in your airways. That's where your IgM is, and not necessarily your IgG. So at the point that the virus tries to enter the bloodstream, where it's confronted with your IgG.
All right. So as I stated before, right? Even on the show where he had Paul Offit on and they discussed booster shots, right? Paul Offit, and I'm gonna say it again, says that that people are confused here on what the vaccines are designed to do. You just heard what Cedric say, what the vaccines are designed to do. However, Paul Offit then goes on to say, as long as the vaccines are preventing the spread of infectious disease, hospitalizations, and death, then there's no need for a booster shot. However, no one is going to talk you out of getting a booster shot. So when Unc says, where am I on booster shots? I am still in the same position that I am because the numbers, the data is showing. Now, it's early in Omicron. And what I mean by being early in Omicron, we are seeing the virus evade vaccine protection in some cases and also reinfecting a lot of people. The reinfection rates are sky high. There's people who are claiming to have COVID again. There's people who are vaccinated, fully vaccinated, that are now infected. But here's the thing about fully vaccinated people. We don't know how long these fully vaccinated people have been fully vaccinated and if they have received a booster shot. What I'm saying is, are they 6 months out? Are they 8 months out? Are they a year out? Are they in between their first and second dose? Right? Because we still got people, we got one in the chat right now who is in between his first and second dose, doesn't get the second one until January the 4th, and could possibly get an infection. So we have to define what fully vaccinated is for people who don't understand that. And then we actually have to define, using the ugly term, breakthrough infections. So as long as the data says, for me, for Unc is different because he's over that the century mark. You know what I'm saying? He up there. You know, you see it on his beard. You know
listen, man. Listen. Now, I know that's your man Vincent, but I'm listening to your man Vincent.
My man, yeah. And Vincent is telling you,
Vincent, if Vincent gets a booster, I'm getting a booster, my nigga.
No, wait a minute. We need to find something to argue about.
He doesn't listen,
Cedric.
He doesn't listen.
If Vincent gets a booster, I'm getting the. I don't know what the hell Sean's talking about.
The only reason Vincent said he got the booster is because
I don't care what the reason is. He got a booster.
Oh, okay, because he got a booster, so you feel comfortable about it.
It's enough with me. He got it.
Because he over 52, and he's saying he wouldn't have got the booster shot had he not had to return to
whatever, yo. But you know, I work every day in situation. You know what I'm saying? So I got the booster. Sean.
But if you don't wear two masks,
I can read, Sean.
You don't wear two masks. They told you to wear you two masks, and you don't want to wear two masks.
Yo, I wear the M95. That's enough, Sean.
Nah,
I mean, that's enough for me right now, Sean.
You should double up. You should double up.
Okay, well, Sean, listen. I don't know how I don't know how two people looking at the same motherfucker come off with two.
Don't disagree.
It's crazy to me. I'm just trying to figure out how you act like.
How you what he want to hear, Cedric? That's what I'm saying.
I hear what you want to hear.
No, you not disagree and still argue. You're confusing me.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not arguing with him, Cedric. I spoke very clearly and said what I said.
Your man said it.
Is still and look.
You did it. You did it like Tone did. Yo, you did it like Tone did. You did it like Tone did the same thing. Tone bought a paper.
You want to go get boosters? You want everybody to go get boosters?
No, I don't. I'm not recommending nothing.
We can't boost ourselves out of the. We can't boost ourselves out of.
I don't know what you're talking about. What I do tell you is, yo, I will call you later. Hold on. Whatever, yo. You can say what you want. Of course, you can't boost yourself out of it.
No, you
Nobody
can't.
said that. So you're saying that. I'm saying it. I'm trying to tell you, yo, you get the booster, Sean.
I ain't getting no damn booster for what?
Hey,
I'm still 90s. I'm 90s. I'm 90.
Hey, Sean.
I ain't getting no booster. When I start seeing you get sick, I'm gonna get a booster.
Hey, Cedric, you agree with him?
Let me jump in the middle.
Yeah, go jump in the middle and go get the booster, though, Cedric.
I wouldn't get a booster shot.
Don't get a shot.
I'm scam. I'm older, and I got.
There's no damn, Sean.
Me a booster shot, even
Cedric.
Oh yeah. Mongo got $100 for getting it too.
Although I had natural infection and I had my two shots.
You probably don't need it. You probably don't need it.
I don't want to get a headache.
Listen, hey Cedric, don't listen to him. Vincent Raccanella. He said this. He said exactly what I just explained.
No, he didn't. He just said how you said it.
He did, yo. I listened to it, yo. The guy said that he said from 8 to 6 months, right? It starts to wane. And breakthrough infections can be more prevalent based off of Omicron. He said
No. Tell us what begins to wane 6 to 8 months.
Your normal 2 shots.
Are you sure about that, Uncle?
I'm positive he said that.
No. Are you sure?
I just said I'm positive he said that.
So you're positive that he was referring to your initial 2 vax?
Yes. That's not what he's talking about, Sean. Or what else is he talking about that?
Are you
Sean,
sure?
What else could have been talking?
IgG level drops.
Sean, so what are you talking about there, Sean?
Hey, look. Say it again, Cedric. What was he referring to?
Level drop. After the first 2, your IgG level drops. If you get a booster, it goes up. 8 months out, you're back down.
He's targeting. Say it again one more time, because this is what he was talking about, Unc. This is why I asked you the question.
No, Sean, it doesn't change the boot. It doesn't, Sean.
Cedric,
Sean, don't trick. Don't play. No, hey, Cedric. Sean is playing super crazy right now.
Malcolm,
he's playing super crazy right now.
No.
Yeah, Malcolm, you trying to do it? No.
These are the facts. These are the facts.
Hold on, Cedric, stop. What are we saying right now, bro? We talking about a booster. We talking about him explaining having 2 shots, okay? And then whatever the IgG, ABB, whatever the hell y'all technical niggas said, right? He said after that it wanes. He said that, okay? No matter how so you got the technical word for it, bro. Don't play me, play lotto. Okay, we got that point. But he said, but you get a booster will bring it back up to those 8 to 6 months level.
He ain't even for booster shots.
What?
He's not even for booster shots right now.
That's not the point. I'm telling you what he said, bro. You can't tell me a man is not for booster shots that got a booster shot. You can't. You can tell somebody else that. That you can't tell me.
Okay. So I'm gonna say this one more time.
No, I'm not listening to you now. Why don't you bring Vincent on and play him so we can hear him say it? Hey, we'll play the clip.
Look,
don't look me.
I'm trying to spare you.
Don't
think that I ain't sitting on the timestamp. No. Don't think that I ain't sitting on the timestamp.
Sean, I don't mind being wrong, Sean.
I'm not playing.
This is the first time
Sean,
I'm not playing anything.
Don't fake me out. Hit the clip.
No,
don't talk me to death. Hit it.
I'm not playing.
Talking me to death. Play it.
This is your show. I'm not gonna do it on your show. I'm gonna line your ass up when I go live.
So you gonna go live? You ain't gonna play the clip? You trying to do that?
Line your ass up.
Sean, I listen to the man say. So what the man say, Sean?
No. You talking shit.
Sean, what the man say, Sean?
I'm gonna line you up.
Sean, wow. Wow, it's terrible. You've been trying to line me up. You also trying to line me up on the Big Bang thing. You learned to hold on. Let's get this straight.
Don't move
no. We not moving no posts. We're gonna do this.
You just did. We're talking vaccine boosters.
We're gonna do this. This is what we're gonna do.
Talking vaccine boosters.
If you're gonna play that clip,
what is you talking about?
Listen, if you're gonna play that clip, Sean, okay, so then let's move over to the Big Bang debacle.
That's what you want to get into?
I want to get into that.
That's what you want to get into?
Right, since you don't want to play the clip.
Get into.
Since you don't want to, I want you, because we here right now, we got 10 minutes. Right, I'm going to make this statement. I'm going to let you talk.
I don't need 10 minutes.
No, hold on, Sean. I'm going to make this statement. I am telling you right now, there is not one African prehistoric nation. There is not one Asian nation. There is not one North American Stone Age nation that understood the Big Bang and understood how the cosmos came into existence.
Who the fuck said that they understood the Big Bang?
Saying that. And I'm saying that.
You see how you listen? Your competency level is low. You hanging around the wrong people. You hanging around the wrong people. I'm telling you this right now. Who the hell said that people prehistoric knew the Big Bang, understood the Big Bang? Nobody understands the Big Bang. They still don't even understand it today. Who said? I never made a claim that people in Africa.
What's the statement about them hanging around the wrong people, yo? What's that?
You are. If your competency level is low.
What's that though? That sounds like a slur to me.
Wow. Okay, well then I slurred you then, my nigga.
Okay, so I'm gonna shut up. What the fuck was you talking about the African Big Bang? Because you did do that, bro. Don't play. Don't play. What was you saying? What was you trying to say in the same sentence?
Are you telling me these people wasn't trying to explain the natural effects of the earth?
Nigga, I'm saying that all that Big Bang talk with the African nation was wrong.
That is not what I asked you.
I'm saying they got it wrong.
Are you telling me?
I'm saying they was and they got it wrong is what I'm saying.
Okay,
now you heard me.
So they were trying to explain what happened in the universe.
And the Bible was too, bro. The Bible was too, bro. The Hebrews was too.
We don't even know what the Bible was talking about.
They was trying to explain the world and how it came into being. All right. Don't sound like you backing down.
7 days.
It sound like you backing down, though, Sean.
No, I ain't backing down. No, I stand on what I stand on.
So what you saying? So what you standing on? We want to hear what you standing on, Sean.
Okay, science still, listen. Science.
Go back to the African shit.
No. Science. Don't run, motherfucker. Don't run.
You going to science now?
You want a Big Bang, right? You want a Big Bang, right? You want a Big Bang. They still have so many unanswered questions, but yet here we are. We talking about the Big Bang. I clearly stated what I stated in there. So for you to run left and move the goalpost,
let's move it back, Sean. Sean, I just wanted to scratch the itch for you because you sound like you had an itch. So get back. Hold on. So get back. It is an itch. That's why I want to clear it up. So get back to the Africans and what now? What was you trying to say in that video? What?
What you mean? What? I said what I said in the video, and I
so you admit? Okay, so you admit they got it all wrong then?
Got what wrong? Everybody's trying to explain their natural world.
Nah, nigga, their explanation was wrong. Can we agree?
How was that explanation? What was wrong about the explanation?
I'm gonna make you say it because it was wrong.
What was wrong? Where? Show me where it was wrong.
It was wrong.
Show it.
It was wrong, Sean.
So there wasn't a fireball?
Nope.
It wasn't. So what? Nope. What happened?
Sean, ain't no oxygen in space to get no damn fire, Sean.
No. Listen,
Sean, there is no fire. Sean, no. No,
you're not listening. You're talking.
I'm gonna let you get yourself. We all hear you tap dancing.
So how was the earth formed, So how was the earth formed,
No damn fireball, Sean.
No.
Ain't no damn fire, Sean.
No. Forget all of that. How was the earth
the sun
formed?
don't even produce fire, Sean.
I'm asking a direct question.
Gravity and dust particles colliding, bro.
And, okay, so out of the colliding, what occurred? Was it a bang? Did the earth overheat? What happened?
Can't hear no sound. Can't hear no sound in space. There's no sound in space. So it wasn't no bang.
I'm not
Sean.
I'm not saying all of that.
What are you saying then? So you saying things to be quiet.
Why are you running?
I just said it. I said it's gravity.
Explain. Okay, so
I said it's gravity.
What happened?
I said it's gravity.
Two things collided, and then what happened?
I said dust particles. I said particles collide together, and gravity pushes them together, and they form. Okay.
So
now what's next?
What formed?
You asked me how the earth formed, and I told you it's a big ass dust.
You said ball. What formed? So what formed?
The earth. And that ain't got nothing to do with fire and none of that.
What formed,
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I thought you asked me a question, and I thought you asked me a question about the earth.
Did the earth cool, Unc?
Sean, what that got to do with you? Why are you doing this, yo? Why is you doing this, though, Sean?
Did the earth cool, Unc? Did the earth
Of course it did, Sean.
Oh, it had to be hot, huh? Was it hot around here?
Yeah, it had to, Sean. Oops, and your point being?
No, I'm asking.
What is your point being, yo? Of course, when things collide, it causes friction, Sean.
Oh, so
what is your point?
Something caused friction, huh?
So what is your point, Sean?
So something. No, I'm asking.
You asked me too many questions. You're supposed to be explaining the African thing they said.
So are there not red hot planets?
They wouldn't know it, Sean.
I'm asking a question.
I'm saying, but they wouldn't have known it, Sean. I'm saying they wouldn't have known. Sean, they would. Sean, why are you doing it, bro?
I'm asking a question.
Stop asking me a million questions, nigga.
No, you said I got it wrong.
Sean, I'm gonna say this for you one time. Since you don't want to concede, since you don't want to concede, this is what I'm gonna tell you. Sean, you don't ask me more questions, Sean.
Hold on.
You
told me to explain it. Now you're telling me don't do this.
Okay, you gonna explain it now? You gonna stop asking me questions and explain it? All right.
I'm talking.
Now, what are you explaining? Hold on. What are you explaining, Sean?
I'm not explaining anything to you, Unc.
No, you supposed to be explaining how the Africans, which didn't know shit about none of that, they couldn't prove it and verify. They didn't know, bro. Nobody knew it on Earth. That's what I'm saying. So do you agree or disagree with that statement? It's very simple. You did a whole video.
I'm gonna say it one more time, Unc. And I'm gonna be very clear.
Let's see. Tim, I don't think you got no heart to back that. I think you sliding out.
You said the earth had to cool.
Nah, don't worry about what I said. I'm saying that based off the scientific data. All right.
Based off the scientific data, did the earth expand and was it not hot?
As a matter of fact, when it collided,
scientific data, was it not expanding fire process and did it not cool?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. No, wasn't no fire, nothing. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right.
You got things collide.
You just said the earth cooled. You just said the earth cooled.
Shit molten lava, yo. I don't know what you're talking about, Sean. What they got to do with this whole African thing, though? What you talking about? I'm saying the only reason we know
have
this.
A cooling process.
The only reason we know this is based off of scientific data, Sean.
Did the earth have a cooling process? I just want to know if the earth had a cooling process.
You step in Fletcher, yo.
Did the earth have a cooling process? Can I get a yes or no? Anybody want to answer that? Did the earth have a cooling process? Yes or no?
Sean, why you buck dancing? Yeah, you buck dancing now, dog.
No, I'm not buck dancing.
You is, yo. Why you keep asking me questions, Sean? We trying to hear. You just did a whole video.
I want you to answer the question. I want you to answer the question.
I told you that you doing collisions, right? Things get vaporized and molten. I said that, Sean. So I don't know why you ain't hear that. So now what you gonna do is, so what's your next move, Sean? Because you in total checkmate. So get out of it, Sean.
No, I'm not. Because Fukuyama clearly says that there was a cooling process. And you just sit here and said that the Africans got it wrong, and he sit here and said it was a cooling process. Sean, so I don't understand.
There you go, Sean, you yelling. Sean, go get that sword, Sean. Who the fuck is Fukuyama, Sean? And where's that at, Sean? Let me break you down right now.
You can't break me down, my nigga, because I put it on the fucking screen in the video.
What is it, Sean? What is it, Sean? Go ahead. Fukuyama what, Sean? I'm telling you, Sean, you made that up. You said me what?
No, I didn't. I didn't make up anything. Because I said it on the screen and I put it on the screen. If you watch the video, Sean, I clearly explained it and I put it on the screen.
They didn't know what the hell they was talking about, Sean. Go read it. Okay. You got it right now. You quick to jump to any other time.
Did they know that it was a cooling process?
Sean, they didn't know shit. You made that up, Sean. You made it up. And you yelled.
How did they know that it was a cooling process?
Because it wasn't, nigga. They didn't know nothing, nigga. They was guessing like everybody else was. How did the Hebrews know that the earth was formless, yo? Yo, how did the Hebrews know? How did the earth a green planet, Sean? Or a red planet? Did the Hebrews know that the earth was out form and void, bro? You doing too much, Sean.
A green planet or a red planet?
We ain't gonna play the one. I ain't never seen you like this before, Sean.
Is the earth a green planet
I'm not trying
or a red planet?
Not trying that shit, Sean.
You don't, because I know you don't. So you just want to talk. You just want to talk and not listen.
Sean, you been listening. Nah, nigga, you asked me 30 questions already. That's some bullshit. That's the Malachi York tactic. Nigga, that's the Malachi York tactic. And I'm not accepting, bro.
I've never been Malachi York.
Well, you
the only
like
nigga on this panel that been around Malachi York. So you acting like Malachi York. You're the only nigga. I ain't never been in no cult.
You asked me 30 fucking questions, Sean. So you put up a ridiculous presentation. There was a bunch of bullshit. And now you don't want to stand up on it, nigga. You put up a bullshit presentation, nigga. You put up a bullshit presentation and you made that shit up, and now you don't want to stand on it. And now you don't want to stand on it, Sean. You don't want to stand on it, Sean. It's a bunch of bullshit.
I just told you.
No, it's a bunch of bullshit, nigga. So one of that. No, you don't. You don't, because you're not doing it right now.
Everything that I said in the video, you have not challenged it.
I'm saying, nigga, you made that shit up. I'm telling you right now, it was a bunch of bullshit, and I'm saying,
you ain't watched nothing.
Nigga, I watched enough of it. It was a bunch of bullshit, Sean. Now, I watch bullshit. It's a bunch of bullshit. Now go live, nigga, and make another video about that bullshit. Right.
The Earth's a blue planet, Sean.
I ain't listen to that dumbass ask me a hundred goddamn questions. Fuck does that. Just get straight to the point. Put up the evidence, put up the documentation, and let's have a conversation. Need that pseudo nonsense. Come on, man. Yeah, time out for all that. Time out. It's a bunch of bullshit. Yo, play the clip. I ain't gonna play the clip. It's a bunch of bullshit. Yeah, you've been itching for that. Now, bunch of bullshit, Sean. I'm saying right now it's a bunch of bullshit. I'm letting everybody listen right now. Ain't no Africans know none of that shit. Ain't no Native Americans know none of that. They just didn't fucking know. But that's okay. So we ain't gonna try to play that shit later on down the line, looking back on it and match it up. Okay, it's a bunch of matchup shit. It's the same way the Hebrews say that the earth was formless and void. Was the earth formless and void? Yes. Wasn't no form toward it first. Niggas guessed it. They didn't know. Come on, man. That's the game, yo, that I'm not playing.
I want to know.
Now go live with that, Sean. You've been doing it. Go live and make a nut out of yourself.
What actually cool? Because if they said the outer crust,
it was still hot, right? It was still right. The inner core is still burning hot right now. Get out of here. How do they know that? They wouldn't have known.
And
did the earth cool? No, the whole fucking earth didn't cool.
The planet is actually blue. Our planet is
they
blue.
call it the blue planet, right? I don't know what he was talking. He just asked me 35 questions. He could have simply said what he said, right? He trying to match. It's called matchup shit. Come on, man.
It's neither green nor nor red. So they got that wrong for sure.
Cedric, me and you know that the earth still has molten lava in the core. We still know that pressure causes eruptions.
There was no fire. Friction.
Right.
Friction produce a friction and gravity produce a molten core.
Right.
And that molten core created a magnetic field that continued to pull dust. And the further the dust got away from the core, the more it cooled. But to say that there was no fire.
Nah, man, it's a bunch of bullshit, man. I don't do that, man. Come on, man. I don't do that. I don't do that. Look, come on, yo. Yo made a whole unnecessary argument. That was unnecessary. We had to, all he had to do was bring his shit. All he had to do was bring his shit. Then I'm trying to figure out who am I hanging around that make me think like that. And I think like I think. Bunch of bullshit, yo. We ain't playing that game like that, yo. With nobody at no time. That's the game I'm not playing.
Post-hoc rationalization. You can explain anything after the fact. What makes it scientific is the one with the prediction. Anybody that could produce a prediction, their model is the accurate one. There are no scientific predictions in any of the creation narratives of the Asian folks. They were guessing. And we can post-hoc rationalize anything we want to. The technology that was required to know these things were far removed from these people. They were using their imagination. I still need to find the telescope that the Dogons use to find Sirius A and B, where they come from. As dolphins.
I ain't listening to none of that, bro. Like, knock it off, yo.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. That's some funny shit. I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh, but history is what it is. We can't put too much emphasis and too much value in what ancients believed and assume that they had a wealth of knowledge that is now lost, etc., etc. Sorry. That's just not the case. Post-hoc rationalization, that is what is happening when you hear us fit modern concepts into the narratives of ancient people. And we simply cannot do that. Anytime we do that, we're committing a logical fallacy, we're committing a fundamental error, which is, again, I'm going to say it, post-hoc rationalization. Looking back with the lens of today and saying they must have known this, because you see, we know this today. Where was that whole gap in our knowledge? If we discovered this today, we can't assume that they knew it and that the time in between, all that information disappeared. Then we're delving into ancient aliens and that type of nonsense. I'm sorry. No, we can't do that. We just can't do that. Aren't leaving me hanging here. Just laughing how these guys go at it. But Sean, on that point though, yeah, no. The ancients, no. We ain't fitting no round peg in a square hole. We just can't do that. Not with this subject.
No, I mean, it's a few people that think that they knew about the Big Bang. Who? Ben say they knew. Sean skating. Lee's Ben stand up. Hold on. Lee's Ben stand up and say it. Sean skating. He's skating, Sean. I know you hear me loud and clear. You skating. What won't happen is, this what won't happen. Y'all not getting by that. Y'all not gonna get past that. That ain't what's gonna happen. It's not gonna be able to do. Yeah, so everybody can dig in and get ready for what you think gonna be a long one. The conversation gonna be over real quick and real fast. It ain't going down. I'm gonna make a definitive statement that there is no hunter gatherers,
none,
that resided on planet Earth, okay, none, that understood the processes, okay, that none, formed the Earth, formed none, the cosmos. It was guesswork. None. Now they had no it's not until the advent of the daggone microscope that you could really get into the microscope and the telescope, that you could really get into the daggone cosmos. The microscope with the organisms. So they wouldn't have known about microorganisms because they didn't have microscopes. Nope. So you can't say they knew about that. They just didn't. Nope. The technology was unavailable to them. They knew what they knew. They didn't know about the cosmos. I'm talking about the level I'm talking about, right? Because they were standing there just looking. There were certain planets that was identified. Certain planets was identified, right? They identified certain planets, looking at, they could see them, right? But the processes that formed them, they didn't know about all that. Nope, they didn't. It was guesswork.
They could see them. Explain that part.
Yeah, you could see some planets.
No, yes. When you say you could see them with the naked eye, explain that. That's not even clear.
I mean, in certain planets you can see in the sky, yo.
Yeah,
you can see them.
So when you see them with the naked eye, what do you see?
You see light.
You see a light.
Can you tell us a damn planet?
No.
No.
You can't tell if Mars is red.
So to say that you could see that they could see a planet, that's not even accurate.
No. What's the accuracy on that? I'm thinking they could see a planet, Chef.
How would they distinguish it from the other lights in the goddamn sky?
Well, you got some Greeks that was able to do that, though, bro. Let me see. Yeah. Hold on. Yep, I think they didn't like Pluto. Certain planets they could see. It was observable, and they seen the difference.
So where can I go at on Earth where I can see a planet?
I doubt if you could do it now.
And be able to see.
Probably got to be at Fort Benning without no lights. They ain't had no night lights and all that. So you really had. The most incredible thing.
They had observatoriums high up on the mountains too, and they used to actually study that stuff. They used to actually follow, but that was what they could observe with the naked eye. And again, you can't see the expansion of the universe, so you can't have an idea of a Big Bang. To even talk about the Big Bang. What it was an expansion from a singular point. There was no bang involved. There was no explosion. Planetary formation happened way after the initial expansion. So, no, they didn't know that stuff. No, they didn't. They simply didn't. And it's only until we discovered the scientific prediction, which was the background radiation, did the expansion of the universe from a singular point get established. Why? Because there was a scientific prediction behind it. So that's why that theory holds weight. That's why it's scientifically sound. You can't post-rationalize your way to scientific accuracy. Can't do that.
I'm still confused about being able to see a planet.
Hold on. It say 5 planets have been known since ancient times: Mercury, Venus, Mars, and Jupiter, and Saturn. It say the first new planet discovered was Uranus. It was discovered by the Earth astronomer Sir William Herschel in 1781. Where you at? You disappeared. Oh, let me put that up there. The driver source. Yeah, but they didn't know how they was formed. You're like, how would you know how that was formed? Hey, come on, yo. You know what I mean? All right, what was the first planet discovered? Let's see. Hold on. Where you at, Chef?
My bad, I'm back. What y'all say? There was 5 planets. That was
Yeah, said they.
valuable.
Then Herschel. They ain't had no telescopes.
So they was just little lights in the sky.
They call it a planet. Now, are you saying that they knew they was made out of?
That's what Sean video said.
Oh man, no, I ain't say that, yo. Couldn't have said that.
I swear, get him back on here.
He got mad and got upset.
Now, they might can deduce certain things from their movement, right? They might can start putting things together as far as the movement, but far as seeing the planet the way we know how planets look, and nah.
No, of course not. No, of course not.
No,
of course not. I mean, that's asking too much of them, yo. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like we can't do that. We can't ask. You know what I'm saying, yo? Like that's just not fair, yo. That's not fair to make them. Yeah, like they stupid if they can't make a car. That's asking too much.
Right.
you gotta build other discoveries.
They make it. These niggas then worked out the Big Bang Theory, yo. Like how? Like.
No, they didn't work that out. That's okay, yo. But that's okay for them not have done that. They done plenty of other things. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a pyramid, yo. Science builds on science. Things build on science. Like, come on, yo. I heard people say, yo. No, I remember about 10 years ago, they said, yeah, they knew about the elements. How? They didn't know about the elements. Had to change that. They knew about as much of the cosmos as they can know of. People, you know what's funny though? People act like that today we know everything about the cosmos. That's not true. It's more we don't know about the cosmos, and that's okay too. And another generation, 500 years from now, right? We'll say, yo, they only knew this, they didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? See, we make it like it's a bad thing because they didn't know. They didn't know because they didn't fucking know. It takes time to know. Other discoveries based off of other discoveries. You can't just make I say it all the time, yo. You can't make an interballistic missile, yo, without developing a projectile.
I just want to ask one question.
Sean gone live, y'all.
Why?
Right. When he could have had but that's the joke. See, that's the joke. I'm gonna go over there, right? And I'm gonna do it live where can't nobody question me now. I'm just gonna throw a whole lot of sources up there and make it sound good. But don't be on here with your man and we can have to come. You gotta start yelling and screaming. Nah, man, that's nonsense, man. That's nonsense.
Is, why is it so imperative to make ancient Africans better or greater than what they actually are? What would that prove? Like, let's say they knew. What would that prove? What would that enable? What's the mindset behind that type of thought process?
What you mean?
Would go out of your way to post-rationalize some bullshit. Let's be honest.
I don't get it.
Yo, that and yo, that don't it really make you anti-African when you add shit on that don't belong there. It do. You know what I'm saying?
It crazy, like
you don't gotta do it. You don't gotta do it, yo. You discredit what they did.
Yes.
You really discredit them.
Because like people who are scientifically literate are gonna look at that and laugh. Like, come on, like really, like that don't make no sense. Like, what does that prove? Like,
Man, they didn't have an intercontinental ship to make the voyage, yo. That's okay.
It's okay.
Now, what's wrong with that?
We didn't have to though. We were good. There was no necessity for me to want to go anywhere. Like I can understand the Europeans based on their environment being forced to seek outside of Europe. I understand that. So their environment forces a certain amount of technological developments. It doesn't make them better, make us less. It doesn't. Why would we want to make the ancient Africans seem as if they were astronomers? Like,
I don't know, man. I give them credit for what they do. And, you know, laying that foundation, stargazing, certain planetary alignments. I mean, that go to them, yo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That go to them, right? Yeah, they go, you can't take that away from them. Napata Playa. That go to them, bro. Like, we don't take that, like, what we gonna act like though? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, we ain't doing that. I can't do it, yo. That don't mean I don't less love Africa. That don't mean I'm following a bunch of silly motherfuckers. It don't mean that. It means I'm willing to stand up, yo. I'm standing up for the Africans, yo. I'm not adding to their shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who come back later on, African style and act like that's what it was they was doing. Nah, man, that's a malarkey, yo. It's too much, yo. Because you know what you're gonna have to introduce at this point? You're gonna have to make some kind of spiritual thing that allowed them to see it, because that's the next piece. They had some kind of spiritual connection that allowed them to know this. I bet you.
DMT from the Acacia plant.
Yeah.
When they chew up the DMT, started gods. Listen, I don't talk the stuff, but I've been there, done that. I know all the lingo, all the jargon. I know it all. I know it.
Well, it's coming with, you know what I mean? That's them. That's my see. You said there's a couple of them over there that hold to the belief that the Africans know about the Big Bang Theory.
He said he ain't say that.
Man, all right. Okay.
They knew about the fire and the earth and the cooling. I don't know exactly what, but they know about the fire and the cooling.
Sean was just mad, man. I mean, you know, he been itching anyway to get at me for real. So I just scratched it for him. Just felt like scratch. That's my man, yo. But I thought we was gonna have a good, engaging conversation. He went off on the Malachi York rant and asked me 10,000 questions. So every answer I give you, how does it apply back? I know more than them niggas knew about the universe. Right now, me sitting right here, I guarantee you, I could go back to the Nile Valley and run circles around them.
I would love the time travel.
I don't know if you could do it in Egypt.
I can go right to Egypt and run circles around them, yo.
Hey, we can go to Egypt.
Yo, they ain't even know the earth was round, yo. They ain't know the earth was round yet, yo. They did not know it was round. No, they hadn't measured the earth yet. Come on, yo, man, you all get over there, yo. It was in Egypt. Nah, it was in Egypt, though, but it wasn't Egyptian.
It was the Egyptian Greek. It was the Egyptian Greek. They did it.
We're not gonna argue with this one.
No, the pyramids.
I ain't say I could run. Hold on.
Was it a Greek Egyptian
or
Egyptian Greek?
Nah, I don't know, but I ain't say I could run circles around them with engineering. See, we got that. See how we mixed it? No.
Yeah.
I'm saying on the cosmos. I do like this. I say black hole.
But you wouldn't even be able to explain that.
They be like, huh? I say, yo, black holes. There's water that allows us to tell geysers to let us know that there's black holes. You know what I'm saying? Fusion. White dwarf, brown dwarf, supernova, huh? They be like, huh?
We're about to pull out all the damn solar boat crap.
Right. They had solar boats, yo.
Hey P, let me ask you, P, what's What's your stance on it, man? I know you like Africa, but you also enjoy reading. Do you think that they could explain the cosmos the way we could explain it? Do you think they had a grasp on it like that? I'm asking you, P. You read a lot.
Not as current times, no, not at all.
All right, so
they charted stars, and they were looking and measuring and things like that, but they just didn't have the advances in technology to be able to do what you could do today. They just didn't have it. Now you're gonna have some alien theorists gonna tell you that the aliens went ahead and showed them everything. So I mean, I can't combat that.
So how do you work out a 24-hour day and not know that the earth is round? Explain that one to me, huh?
They measured by using the flood, the annual flood.
No, they didn't.
They did. You know that, right? That's how they started to realize the flood was annual. It was an annual event.
No, you jumped to something else. I said, how do they make the 24-hour day?
Sundials.
With sundials. And
the sundial, yeah.
And what? Sundials go in circles.
Yeah, hold on. Let's look that up. I'm
There's
telling
a lot
you.
of shit that they could.
Hold on. Let's figure out when was the Earth measured? Let's see. All right, let's see. We want to find out when was the Earth. When was the circumference of the Earth known? That's what I'm talking about.
No, I was saying that they probably had a grasp that the Earth was circular.
Yeah. Because you got I was in the museum. You see like this globe type of thing.
Yeah,
but that was on
a. Huh? You have to think. At some point in time, if they realizing that the sun is rising in one direction and setting in another direction, they had to try to figure out why that was going on. So somebody had to figure out that possibly there's a circular thing going on.
Mm-hmm. They wasn't. Sean, them might be right, yo.
Man, get out of here, man. They see cracking jokes. All right, hold on. Let's see. All right, 240 BCE, yo. I can't even say his name. What's his name, Chef?
To start with an E.
Yeah, Eratosthenes measured the Earth.
Yeah, Eratosthenes or something.
I believe he's in Egypt.
Yes, in Sais.
All right. Mm-hmm.
He was in Sais.
All right. Okay, all right, let's see. It say by around 500 BCE, most Greeks believed the Earth was round, not flat, but they had no idea how big the planet is until then. All right, let's see. What's the white guy name, yo, that we were just talking about, Neil deGrasse teacher? What's his name?
Carl Sagan.
Carl Sagan. I got one of Carl Sagan books, and he shows an Egyptian thing, said he may have known the Earth was round. And Carl Sagan worked. Yeah. All right, let's see. Hold on.
They knew, or they were told by the aliens.
They had already started working it out.
Oh, and it's 10 o'clock. Yo, we's not standing on it long. Let me get off this joint.
Yeah, we gotta go over to Mossy. They over there beating you up.
They ain't beating me up.
Ross,
they ain't gonna let me up.
You in the Mossy scope right now.
Huh? What'd you say, yo?
They said they got you in their scope right now.
No, yo, they don't want us to start talking about space. They give us a whole month of beating them down. They don't want that, do they?
Yeah, we go in on that.
Yeah, they don't want to do that. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let them have it. Y'all can have it, yo. The Egyptians knew about quasars and all that. Y'all can have that, yo. They actually worked out the Big Bang for us. And this what made it so incredible. They didn't even have a telescope.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how incredible it was. Yo, there's a lot of stuff you're not gonna do without that telescope, bro.
Cold part about it, they kept it a secret. They ain't even tell nobody.
That they had a telescope. They had something. They had something, yo.
Yeah, I ain't had no damn telescope, Joe.
Yeah, the solar boat, man. The solar boat. Stop that.
They had some type of device. When was the first telescope invented?
This is the way the Bantu people in the.
What did he say? What, you muted yourself.
Does that compare to how Neil deGrasse Tyson explains the Big Bang Theory, or the Big Bang, or the Earth coming to being? This planet that we live on is a green planet. It's breathing life. Is that true or false?
Nope, planet ain't
Where's the disagreement?
Planet ain't breathing no damn life, nigga. It breathes life.
Gray planets are planets without life. Do you disagree or agree with that? They're just calling it a gray planet. They're saying there's no life over there. There's no life at Pluto. Is there life at Pluto? Are they wrong about that? Did the Earth not go through a phase of transformation?
Guesswork.
To come into full maturity, as the Bantu are explaining.
Nope.
Do you have a problem with that?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You're not listening. You're too emotional about how you feel about it. You're so anti something that you can't even take in what they're saying. You're trying to discredit them and say they don't know what the hell they're talking about. Well, how the hell are they sitting here and explaining the same thing that Neil deGrasse Tyson is explaining it, but just in a different perspective from their worldview, because these are old Bantu teachings.
Trying hard, yo.
He killing it.
And they say that. I read it. It clearly says that. Then it goes on to say what red planets are, hot planets. Red or hot planets are actual burning planets. They are still matters in fusion without a clearly defined shape or form. They are at their primitive or first stage of planetary formation process. Their Big Bang stage. These planets form the actual last frontier of a system such as our own. Beyond these frontiers are infinite dark fields to be invaded by future firing process or expanding systems. How do you argue against that? Where is the pseudo in that? You told me that I don't stand on the stuff that I said, that I was wavering one way or another. How, Sway? You wanted to have this conversation, but you really didn't even listen to what was being said. You ran so far as to say something else. Then I turned around and I played videos, right, with astrophysicists saying similar things, using the data that they have today to clearly give a American perspective on how things came to how this planet.
All right, AP.
The American perspective.
An American perspective.
What happened to the scientific perspective?
I'm done. Hey man, look, y'all.
The American perspective.
Come on, Sean, yo, you wrote a whole book. Science, yo, stop it, yo, get back on the train, yo, you tripping. I'm gonna let you have it, yo. Let me have it. Let me have it, yo. Come on, man, I ain't gonna do that. I was mad at us for I ain't gonna do that. Y'all niggas be mad at me forever on this one. I got no AP, I got nowhere to get off the gas, yo. Everybody wanna play science, yo, till it's talking about they shit. You feel me? See?
Wow.
Yeah, we want everybody, we high level vaccine science. Then we're gonna go back to the kindergarten when we talking about the cosmos. How?
That's
Hey,
crazy.
Sean, my man, that's my man. Yo, he said Americans. He said Americans. Yeah, that science shit. Come on, Sean, gotta stop. Before you know it, the spirit came and let them know. How they know? How they see all that, Sean? Explain that, bro. He gonna give me the link. He's supposed to give me the link.
I know exactly what happened.
Look.
The mothership.
What happened?
The mothership.
Sean ain't saying no mothership, y'all. I don't believe that. That damn nigga, Sean. in that
Take them
damn
up
lake.
in the mothership, show them what was going on, drop their ass back off. Spread the word, goddamn, spread the word.
Shit. You're gonna have people actually thinking, yo.
I'm just having fun. That's funny though. It's America's perspective.
Nobody's seen microevolution. Who said that? They did see microevolution, yo. They just watched microevolution when the Abercon. They seen it.
They probably talking about in in antiquity. Before.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They ain't seen none of that. Yeah, they ain't know that shit. Oh man.
I like to take the perspective of the quote from I believe it was Socrates that says, "All that I know is I don't know."
Yeah, that's real. That's real. Yeah, it's a lot of civilizations build off of civilizations, yo. So that's crucial, yo. Yeah, you just don't run over to North America, yo, and start flying a plane. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, you just don't just start off with a horse and wagon. You know what I'm saying? Right.
One does not fly to fly.
Man. Yeah, come on, yo. The whole shit is crazy, yo. Wright brothers, yo. Look at the Wright brothers. Look at what they did, yo. You know what I'm saying? They don't just dive in the 4 jets, stealth. So, I mean, look, anyway, man, I appreciate y'all, man. I want y'all to enjoy y'all Christmas Eve, man. Get with y'all families, man. I had enough. Sean mad at me and shit. I just had to tug at his coat a little bit, yo. You can tell me I ain't here. Yeah, we good, man. You want closing remarks there, Pete?
Now, y'all, enjoy your holidays. If I don't catch you up, Happy New Year as well. With Chef, you still on. So yeah, y'all, do your thing, man, and blessings to everybody.
How about you, Chef and L?
Yeah, y'all want everybody enjoy their holidays. Enjoy time with y'all families, right? If y'all can enjoy time with y'all family because of the virus, I don't know what to tell y'all. Just be cool out there.
Okay. Hey, look, y'all niggas, y'all ain't gotta get no damn boost. I got mine.
Yeah, make the best of it.
I'm gonna call you in a minute, Pete.
Oh, okay. All right, y'all be easy, man.
All right, y'all.
All right, Chef, man. Enjoy your holiday, man. Everybody in the chat, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate everybody coming through, man. Enjoyed it, man. Glad we had this time together, man. And we out. Go over there, man. Support Sean, man.